so loud. Be careful with that one. Going through these rooms, you find yourselves in a room full of skeletons and zombies, where your friend, Milos the Minotaur, was grappled by a massive skeleton and pulled through the ground into the lowest chambers of this dungeon. Our friend Jorman the Paladin decided to leap into this pit to try and find his friend. After his plummet, he barely survived, and his friends above continued their search for a path down into the dungeon to try and find the remains of their friends and this idol. However, after a moment's rest, Brian was able to use his artificer powers to use Featherfall and drop his friends down into this pit looking for Jorman and Milos. As they all go down into this pit, they find Jorman sitting around a small bonfire, trying to regain all the health he had lost from that plummet. You see yourselves in a large stone room, deep, deep underground. There's a large pit in front of you, about 15 feet across. Another pit that you cannot see the bottom of. You're all here kind of gathering yourselves as you land. Jorman, you're happy to see the party around you yet again.
Yes, ma'am.
How would you like to proceed from here, my friends?
Well,
Samazar.
I can't see anything on the map, by the way, first of all.
Oh, okay. Let me make sure I give you vision.
There we go.
It says you should have it.
I see it now.
Oh, okay.
I'm not meant to be able to see, am I?
Not yet, no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
If I remember right,
Yes. Hello, you feathery friend.
It's gonna give you like a little.
Bringing me this gigantic sword.
Gives you the owlbear coup.
if I also remember right, Brian went to show my SMR friend here, Jorman, a paper involving his father. We're talking about a primordial. And we're wondering, can he discern anything from it? Just even though the name of the primordial, a fire one, Magira. And he shows him that paper. Even if he may know little, just wondering, would he know anything?
I believe Jorman only knows of his faith. He's not too inclined. It's up to him to roleplay that if he'd like.
Have you heard of this primordial? If you do indeed come from the divine, they were around during the divine walked this earth.
I believe, out of character, I believe before we left, we kind of went over that. I didn't really know much about the primordial you were talking about.
Thank you. I was, just in case I had a glimmer of hope, I figured I'd ask, and he puts it away.
Now you find yourselves in this cold, dark dungeon. The pit behind you, a hallway ahead of you.
Samazar speaks up. German, I know that you're not one to follow anything but your faith, but I think you should be more cautious in the future.
True.
German kind of chuckles. Yeah, I do miss having two arms. Um, but it all worked out in the end. Um, Now, main course I think is to find our friend Milo and this idol and get the fuck out of here.
And
Yep.
I think that we should be more stealthy in our approach from now on, as we have run into many problems along the way.
Touche, half man. Scout
I,
away.
Mr. Shortfoot, if that is the case, as my friend here said, would you like to stealth ahead for us?
Of course.
You just designated yourself the scout.
All right, so I'm assuming our friend Urbana.
I do advise though, keep an eye out for that bag of bones.
Brian gives the owl bear scrunchies while he's beside it.
So, Semizar, give me a stealth check while you make your way down this hall.
I have +7 to stealth.
It's coming through with it. I'm not seeing it pop up. Oh, here's a 17. You walk through this hallway silently. You're a very sneaky little man. You come to a staircase, and walking up, you see a room with a huge well in the center of it. There's a few hallways leading off. You can see there's 3 other hallways.
I'm going to go back to the group right away and let them know what I've found so far.
Hold on, I gotta do this. Alright. He comes scurrying back down the hall as fast as he can silently.
Semazar speaks up again. Well, from what I've gathered, there's a well in the middle of a room. There's also several hallways going out in several directions. I don't know if the well is magical. That's not my wherewithal, but I hope that you will be able to make a decision based on this intel.
Yes. If we want to wait 10 minutes, I could cast my spell and I would know if there's any magic in the room. Would we like to do that? Is that the group's decision?
I like it a lot.
Very
I think
well.
it's a wise idea.
And you see Brian begins to he pulls out tinkering tools as he begins like carving symbols and runes into the ground with it. And then his after 10 minutes and doing the incantation, his eyes glow a light blue before fading. And then he is, yes, I can see magic within a 30-foot radius for a short time now. Should I stealth ahead?
You're welcome to stealth if you'd like. I won't stop you from rolling stealth
So he's
if you feel like it's going to help you.
he's gonna leave his little construction behind. He's gonna stealth forward, trying to get a peek in this room. Do we gonna roll it?
Yeah, roll your stealth. You're welcome to walk in if you don't want to roll it, but
He will attempt to, even though he's not the best.
he's not that sneaky. Your eyes still have a small blue glow. And as you step up this staircase, you're going to kind of trip on the very last step.
Jarman's
Here-
gonna kind of slowly follow behind him.
Semazar will as well.
Now, Brian, stepping into this room, you don't see anything magical with your special eyes.
Just kind of get a little bit forward so we can actually see what's in there.
The well before you is huge and made of stone. seems like it would have been the size for a giant to have reeled in that kind of water. Like, this is a very large well in front of you.
He wants he just wants to examine it, see if there's any choreography in it, anything of particular markings, anything on it of the such.
It's a little beaten and old, but it's nothing special. You don't see any kind of specific architecture to it.
Okay, he'll turn back, just seeing a endearment as well. Not being certain much else, and then tell the party what he said. From what I could see from my limited vision, it's a big room. I didn't see any hallways, but so far no magic. If you want me to go with you, to examine further, Mr. Shorefoot, I will happily do so. If we're trying to be a more careful approach.
Absolutely.
He nodded. I mean, Mr. Shorefoot knows his way around the streets. I assumed that was in his skill sets. Is that correct? You got
I'm not
keen
sure.
eyes about you.
I have fairly keen eyes.
So how about you look out for the traps, and I'll look out for the magic. Are we, you want to scout ahead further? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, Samazar's gonna scout ahead a little bit further, check out the hallways.
Okay, and then Brian's gonna follow you for about 10 feet back at whatever you go. Basically looking out.
Should I make another stealth check?
Everybody, I want you to take turns moving about 15 feet at a time as you move into this room.
I assume me
You and Semazar should be in front of the group, I believe.
Yeah,
It's just, yeah. Oh, hold on. Stop where you're at. Right there. And we'll get the rest of the group to catch up to where they're comfortable. You're all allowed to be next to each other if you want to be, but you can wait back a little if you'd like.
I'm thinking me and my friend here wants to at least be about 30 feet ahead, just trying to scout stuff out.
Okay, 30 feet, a little bit farther than that. We'll say about there. All right, now we're gonna take turns moving for the most part. Once you guys are comfortable with where you're at from this point, okay? So Semazar and Brian are walking together. Brian, move about 15. It's like 3 squares.
Simazar, Brian being completely blind and relying just on his magic and his buddy here, he's gonna stay within 5 feet of him.
Yeah, they.
Maybe look down. He kind of just starts moving over here. He's just following him. He's gonna follow his lead and kind of just hold on to his shoulder.
And we'll stop those 2 there. Now, Jorman, Karkarin, and our owlbear and our mechanical beast. Let's get them moving a little bit.
Mechanical beast
Okay.
follow the owlbear, I guess.
Okay. As you're all stepping into the room again, Semazar and Brian move another 15, 20 feet.
Do you want to check out the buddy?
Yes, let's check out this hallway.
Going into this room, you can see there are carvings on the walls of dwarves in fine clothes and armor. There's also a thick black ooze dripping from cracks in the walls.
What do you see?
Out of character, can I make a perception check?
Of course,
I'm hearing rolls now.
that's perfectly fine. An extra 2 on there.
Okay, I have +2 to perception.
So +4. An 11. You're not going to see a whole lot more than what I described to you. The black ooze coming from cracks in the walls, those large carvings on the walls themselves of dwarves laden in fine clothing and armor. And as our friend Jorman steps up to this well, you're going to hear something terrible, a roar. As a huge green hand reaches up out of the well. A troll head emerges and looks you right in the eyes as it begins to clamber out of the well with strange leech-like bats attached to its sides.
Where'd you get a picture of me?
Does someone have light going right now in the group that was behind us? That's my question.
This room is very dimly lit.
Oh, dimly lit? Okay then.
I can cast light.
If it's dimly lit, we're fine.
As this troll emerges from the well, we're going to roll for initiative, my friends.
What is lighting the room, by the way? Is it magical torches?
They are infinitely burning magical torches, yes.
Okay.
Now I gotta set this up. Clickety click, clack, click.
Jammin, to let you know, I have +3 to initiative.
How do you select a token when you roll? You can't roll, but it does automatically add to the turn timer.
I'm not exactly sure how that works. Or else I'd set it up better.
Okay.
Your Albert is gonna go directly after you.
Just know, Semazar's was the 22, mine was the 17.
Alright. So was there 22?
Yes,
Yours is 17.
correct.
Alright. So Brian and Karkarin,
I have one
Or-
arm.
you both need to have a roll off since you have both got 18s.
Dexterity.
No, it's just a straight d20 to see who. It's like flip of the coin to see who goes first. And that. Oh, well, that's a 7 and a 13. So Brian's gonna go right before Karkarin. And then I just gotta add. I'm just gonna get rid of Albert on there. I gotta add my boy. So many turns, so many things to click. Alright. These bad boys and this bad boy. Clickety click clack. Ooh, the troll with the nat 20.
Oh.
And
He
this
did get the jump on us.
with a 21. As those bats detach from the sides of this troll and begin to flutter around him, he's going to step out from the well and swing down on you, Jorman, with his claws. The first one, a 23 to hit, as he's just batting you away from this well. It's going to be 11 points of damage.
Alright.
And as this troll steps up and out of the well, its second claw is going to come towards Karkarin for an 11 to hit. Before it comes down and tries to take a bite out of you for a 21. Its mouth is going to clamp down onto your shoulder, dealing 8 points of piercing damage as the teeth just break the skin.
I can use a reaction, my Channel Divinity Rebuke the Violent. Immediately after an attacker with 30 feet deals damage with an attack against a creature other than myself, You can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 14. On failure, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it is dealt, or half damage on success.
All right, so it's gonna take this. Okay, yeah, let's do the wisdom save. Click it. That is a 17.
We got it, okay.
So wait, does he take half?
A half damage on success.
All right, so he's gonna end up taking 4 points of damage. As he bites into you, one of his teeth breaks off in your skin. He needs to brush his teeth more.
That's an infection, right?
Out of character, DM, I can only use one reaction like that at a time, right?
Yeah, it's one per turn round.
Okay,
Basically, like it'll have to be the troll's next turn for you to do it or something.
Perfect. Yep.
All right. So as that troll recoils from its tooth snapping off in this druid's arm, Semazar, you can see them off in the distance by the well. You're kind of in between the hallway and this big chamber.
Also, Semazar, I was looking at your equipment. You didn't have your short sword equipped. I don't know if you wanted to equip that. Just to let you know. Your new one.
Just a second.
You're good. I just finished my energy drink, so I need to grab a drink anyway.
Because it's a light weapon, so you can use that with your daggers and stuff to get a little more damage if you're real close. Just figured I'd let you know.
Ah, my knee. Got my knee.
Rice Krispie treat.
Nice, I'm smashing airheads, dude.
So when you rolled to hit it, well, no, it was just you used the reaction.
My cat. You're my cat. Cat. Fred. Rice Krispie treat too. Good life. All right, back at it.
It looks like my short sword is equipped on my
Is
sheet.
the box checked?
Yeah, the box is checked.
I wasn't showing it on yours. I'm over here. Never mind then. Sorry.
What would you like to do?
Semazar's going to shout out, "Everyone, I think that the Karkarin and Jorman should keep the troll busy while Brian and I take care of the leech bats." And then Semazar's going to aim towards the leech bat closest to him. Or wait, sorry, could I take that? I'm going to attempt a stealth first. So +7 to stealth.
All right, let's roll it.
You could like stealth behind me, right?
Yep, hit him with a guidance again. +2.
What's your what am I rolling?
So D20 +7, I believe, and then +2 on top of it.
$21.
21. Yes, he is hidden. This troll does not see the halfling.
Just imagine like standing behind my leg, taking cover.
And then Semazar's going to aim towards the leech bat closest to him with his crossbow.
All right, go for it.
And that's +6 to hit.
.24 is going to connect.
And that's 1d8 plus 4 plus I think sneak attack also takes effect.
On one of the Sturges, right? Or are you going for the troll? I'm sorry.
I'm going for the leech bat closest to me.
Yeah, okay, you got it. Cool. Yeah. I I'm betting you're gonna hurt him pretty bad. Yep. That's a DTD. As that arrow just pierces the Sturge.
Okay, and then I'll end my turn.
Alright, it's gonna fall back into the well. It's just gone. Now after Semazar, that's gonna bring us to the remaining 3 Sturges floating up around there. The first one is gonna fly as fast as it can with its little sucker mouth pointed right at Brian here.
He screams like a little girl.
It's gonna be a 7 to hit,
That misses.
As it- as I expected it to miss. This little Sturge bat is gonna swoop right by you and miss you over and over, just trying to get that blood. The next one flies towards the large pile of meat, Mr. Owlbear. That is a 12 to hit. I don't believe that hits your Owlbear. I might be wrong though. Let me get a sheet up really quick. The 12 is not going to hit. And the third one swoops down at Jorman right in front of it. Oh wait, that's the wrong sheet. Too many sheets open. For a 10 to hit, it is just going to swoop right past Jorman as well. Before going to Brian's turn. Brian, you got a little bat fluttering around you. It's trying to mess with you. What are you going to do?
So he was thinking about pulling, but seeing this little like shitter in front of him, he's gonna pull out his short sword after like dodging its first hit and try to like swing on it, cutting it in half.
All right, swing on it.
15 to hit.
15 does hit.
7 piercing damage.
And another DTD.
And after that, his little stone draconic ally right here will run up between his friends and this creature, and it's gonna swing on the other little bat, kind of jumping up, going to claw at it.
All right, roll to hit.
Sir. Defender. Same 20 hits.
Yes, it does.
I swear you're not on the D&D Beyond. It looked like it's about to be a natural one at first. I got a little worried.
That is a scary moment.
8 damage.
8 points of damage is yet another DTD as you're just swatting these bats to the ground.
And that is its
And that brings us to Karkren. Standing in front of this troll after being bitten by this huge beast in front of you. And watching your owlbear get assaulted by this little bat thing. How are you going to react? Shalila. Alright. It's a 16 to hit. That is going to connect. For 13 points of damage. You just smack this troll across the face and knock out another one of its rotten ass teeth. I think Shillelagh is the bonus action. Yeah, it casts the bonus action to use it, and then you swing with your main action. I wonder if... Huh, I guess you could technically double Shillelagh, but it would be your next turn you'd have to bonus action another weapon that's usable. I mean, they're both bonus actions. Like, casting Magic Stone on something or casting Shillelagh on something is a bonus action, so you're welcome to do, like, they're not concentration spells, so you can just cast it on something and then use your action to attack with whatever you want. No, because Shillelagh itself costs your bonus action, and then swinging to attack with it is your full attack action. Alright, hit him with that beak. It is a +7 to hit. I don't see anything pop up. I need to scroll down. Well, I got you. That's going to be a 23 to hit for 10 points of damage. Now, was that on the bat or the troll? Alright, perfect. As that troll just gets chomped into, like, oh, you're gonna take a bite out of my druid friend? I'll take a bite out of you, haha. Just stands up on its hind legs and bites right into the troll's side. And I believe that's gonna bring us to Jorman.
Any way I can move, like, right here?
Yeah.
If
Alright.
you stay where you are, like I can.
So Jorman's gonna move right here. He's gonna use his bonus action of Thunderous Smite.
Alright.
Which will add 9 to my melee attack. Which will be my Warhammer of 24 to hit.
24 is definitely gonna hit. Like how you got a max on your... Oof. So that is 18 points of damage as that Thunderous Smite hits him.
He's also gonna have to make a saving throw.
Yep, I see that. Let me get that right one more time. That's 18 points of damage on top of... Let's see where we're at. There you go. And it's a strength save?
Yes.
That is a 15.
Ooh, he saves, alright.
All
I was trying to
right.
knock him into that pit, dude. I prone.
Just push him back in.
Yeah. Oh well, he just made it though. It was 14, so he's saved.
And as you smack him with that smite, the troll is going to retaliate. You can see, as that smite seared his skin, some of it begins to regenerate. He begins to claw at you again. Swinging at Jorman for a 26.
Deflect attack has disadvantage. That's the
Alright.
like built defender goes like by that last like distracted.
And that's going to turn it into a 9, which is going to miss. He's going to swing with a second claw for a 16 to hit.
That's not gonna hit.
And then try to come down and bite into the owlbear that's biting into his hip for a 19 that is going to connect.
I'm gonna use my reaction for protection to make a disadvantage.
Alright. You guys are crazy. That's still going to be a 19 to hit.
Mhm.
Dealing 5 points of damage to Squidgy.
I got a question. For Warcaster, does that give me another reaction?
Warcaster is... No, it doesn't give you a second one, but it gives you like the ability to cast a spell as a
Oh,
reaction.
Okay, perfect. Just wondering.
All right. So as that troll is swinging and biting at you guys, it's gonna bring us back to Semazar. Semazar, there's one of those bats still floating around, and this troll being attacked from all sides.
Semazar is going to move about 20 feet to his east, and then fire stealth, which is +7, and then fire with his crossbow.
All right. 5 plus 7.
Yeah, 12.
That is not going to connect. It is.
That's
Is that-
for a stealth, right?
I thought that was his crossbow.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Oh, I'm sorry, I might have made that a bit confusing. Sorry.
Oh no, that's my mistake. At the same time, I was kind of like going through sheets at the same time. So are you adding a 4 with your guidance to his 12?
Was that for stealth or for hit? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That's what I thought. So yeah, that would be 16 then total.
All right, you are easily going to stealth by this troll. With that guidance, it's going to be enough.
Okay. And then the crossbow is +6 to hit.
All right. The 14 on the troll
On
or
the bat.
or the bat? It will connect with the bat. Give me that damage. 11 plus your sneak attack is more than a DTD. As the last bat is struck by that arrow.
Great shot.
There's a little bit of blood, but it didn't touch you. You're okay. Landed next to you, though. If anything in this dungeon touches my hair, I'll kill it.
And then Semazar will end his turn.
Alright. As Semazar ends his turn, it's going to bring us back to Brian.
Brian, he is going to. What's the lowest hit that has hit this troll so far, guys? You're gonna roll pretty high, right?
I
He's
think
pretty high, man. I mean, he's a big ass fucking troll.
I think you've hit him with like a 16.
Alright. YOLO, I'm gonna do sharpshooter.
Oh my god.
Back at it again. Sharpshooter episode 2. Let's get it.
It hits!
-5, so.
That is gonna hit. He finally did it. Praise be. I never thought I'd see the day. I love it. Yes, you connect though. Let's see that big damage.
So that's 9 plus 10. So it takes 19 damage from one bolt. As I go to like shoot it in the gut, and then my still defender will go to attack as well. If it's still alive.
It is still alive, but you can tell that bolt hurt real bad.
Does 13 hit?
13
Oh,
does
time.
not hit.
Okay. And then that is my turn.
We're back at Karkarin. Alright, you got it. I know I have those spirit tokens somewhere. I just have so many tokens. Like, I have over 1,000 things logged into my Roll20 because I run so many campaigns. Like, finding the right token can be so hard sometimes. But there you go. Little spirit token for you. Okay. Yeah, we'll just say it's like in this spot, basically,
Heal us
somewhere
from-
right in between there.
Heal us from this ice knife.
Yeah, right.
That's real, actually. Everybody make the dex save. Everybody makes a dex save. Okay, the owlbear's got to make a dex save.
My still defender has to make one too.
The
That was
owlbear
my bad.
failed.
That wasn't a save. Oh, even better. Cool.
Jorman's good. The owlbear got hit though. So what is it? It's like 2d6?
Natural one for my still defender.
Alright, so... So what, we did 15 damage to the troll? Okay, and then what's the 2d6 for whoever failed the saves there?
Is that the cold damage at the end right there? Is that 6?
Oh, that okay. So it took 9 points of damage and then 6 points for everybody that failed. Okay, that's how that's. Okay, hold on. So that means Mr. Owlbear. Squeegee's still alive. Just looking a little beat up. Owlbears are pretty tough.
As the sniper gets hit and it goes across my still defender, it just turns and like you hear like a grindy metal and stone, but you see each other roar in your direction.
All right, so Karkarin after
Lord.
that.
One of your
Yeah.
viewers said that everybody's pretty good on voice except for Brian. Just thought I'd let you know. He's a little quiet, yeah.
Oh. I'm surprised I didn't see that. I have the chat open.
He's talking to me in private messages on Discord. It's Big Hat.
Oh, I was like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's either Big Hat or
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll turn up Brian a little bit. Thank you. I always need people to help me adjust my sound because I don't watch the
That's-
sound on my stream.
That's
you
how
know?
I am. Every
That's
like
always
20
important.
minutes, I'm like, how's everything going over there, guys?
I appreciate that. Real-time updating. Okay, so, Karkarin, you did your Ice Knife and your Healing Spirit. Would you like your owlbear to bite or claw? So the first strike is going to miss, but the second strike is going to deal 18 points of damage. And this troll just getting its eyes clawed out. You can see as it stumbles back towards the well. It's bleeding everywhere, this green slime oozing from its wounds. It's going to bring us to Jorman, watching this troll just get totally fucked up by an owlbear. It's pretty cool to watch, actually. You just think to yourself, like, wow. I never thought I'd see this.
Never did thought I'd see this. Thought I was gonna die last sesh.
Well, I mean, he pulled some Dark Souls jump.
Iron Tarkus.
Oh, a bottomless pit? I should jump in. Maybe there's a boss
Ooh.
down there.
Yeah, right after. Ooh, Mimic. I'm on
Yeah,
the whole
right.
Dark Souls kick, dude.
I love it.
Let's see here. Okay, so I still have Thunderous Smite up, by the way. That's a concentration up to 1 minute. So I'm just gonna hit down
Okay.
with.
Well, it says the first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, it rings out with thunder. So it's only the first strike that connects after you
Oh.
cast it.
Oh, okay, my bad.
No, you're good. I'm reading over it too, because like I want to know more about different spells.
Yeah, for sure.
Thunder Smite's really cool though. I see you have Searing Smite as well, and that's pretty intense. The fire. Yeah, all the different smites are pretty cool. They're like
Roll a
just
25
like,
with my warhammer. I'm just gonna swing down with him.
yeah, 25 is gonna connect.
That'll be 8 points of damage.
For 8 points. That, my friend, is the DTD.
Jorman's obviously pushing him back into the pit right now, just so y'all know.
Oh yeah.
He's cleaning up that mess, so you can just throw him back in there.
Should we see if there's anything in the pit first?
As he falls, you just hear
Yeah, sure, I'll just jump into
Nothing.
another one.
Jumping in another
I'll warn you, buddy. This is the lowest tier of the dungeon. You jump in another pit, I ain't got nothing for you. And he's gone
I shall pray.
forever. He just falls from the ceiling. All right,
Like a
as this
bottomless
troll,
pit, I just keep boom, boom, boom.
yeah, exactly. It's just like a Rick and Morty, like a portal gun kind of thing. All right.
He did loot the body before he left, though.
Wait, the troll?
Yeah, I looted his body like before I pushed him in the pit.
All right, I'll take it. Looking over what this troll had, you don't find any traditional weapons or armor, but you do find a strange cloth in a satchel on its side. Looking over it, you can tell this is actually a robe of protection.
That do.
Fuck yeah! Can you
A
give me an
cloak.
arm?
Cloak of protection.
Yeah, yeah, we need to find the sigil so we can rest, and I can. I can identify that if I want me to. It takes 10 minutes.
He just said I can recognize what it is.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, no, he's got it. I mean, you can hand
Don't matter
over
who it's
whatever
better
you want.
for. I'm keeping that shit.
Yeah, it's a +1 to your AC without having to use a shield or any other armor, so it's a pretty nice little piece of cloth you got there.
22, baby.
Make sure you have your shield on equip. Jesus, you have to either have the weapon or the shield. I got one arm right now.
Yeah.
22.
It's on my back, dude.
Okay, we'll just say it's on your stump.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, I was gonna mention your healing spirit. You are allowed to heal people who decide to gather around it within the next minute.
How much were you healing me?
Healing spirit LP. True that.
Also, Brian's gonna go up and cast Mending on his friend, and as he does, the small bit of damage he took is repaired.
Isn't mending for a gear?
Mending works on my still defenders. It's a special thing artificers have.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about your little fucking dragon, dude.
Yeah.
So what we got? I got a 2. Oh, okay.
Which one is Albert getting?
So you did Carquin, Owlbear, me. Carquin, Owlbear, me.
So 6 1.
So I have 6. I have 6. Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay, Albert's still looking pretty good.
Let's see, that puts me down.
Semazar's gonna speak up. I'm sorry, guys. I had no idea that troll was in that well. I guess I'm not as perceptive as I thought.
Me neither. It's quite alright.
I'm gonna use 9 points in my Lay of Hands pool on myself to max out my health.
Alright.
I apologize that I missed that troll as well. I was more so looking at the architecture of the well rather than what was inside.
It's pretty deep.
Jorman is gonna walk over to Semazar, and being the grand friends they are, he's gonna hand him the cloak.
Oh,
I
thank you,
feel-
Victor.
I feel a scout of your stature should be a little well protected while going ahead of the group. I can't always be there for you.
I understand. We've been together for a while now, but you know, there may come a time when we'll have to part ways in this life or the next.
Well, here's a cloak until then. So, I don't know if you can add it for him, Borf, or if he can, but
Oh, I can do it. That's fine.
Brian just smiles watching what just happened between us two.
don't worry, Brian. Jorman's got a gift for you once he gets an arm back.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Squeegee, you only need 8 more hit points. You're fine.
Be careful, guys. There's black sludge in there.
Yeah, Brian wanted to. Go ahead.
You got it. He's all healed up. He's very full tummy, Albert, right now.
And Brian's
So-
gonna he wants to look at the black ooze and see if he can determine what this room may be used for.
It is very similar to the ooze you found in the room right next to the entrance. Remember that room was dripping with ooze that was acidic and burning through the stone?
Is this right below there? Can I?
Give me a
Nice.
perception check. $13. You're a little lost after jumping through all this. You don't know exactly where you are in location.
A big
Everybody-
helmet.
Everybody else who went into that room can give me a perception check.
You're +2, right, Semazar?
Yes.
Perception? No, it's individual
That's
based
just
on
his.
your wisdom.
21 for the little half man.
And a 24. Now, Semazar and Karkarin, you can both tell that yes, this room has a very similar layout to the one that you found on the first floor. And this is the same ooze that is starting to drip from the ceiling here as well. And build in a pool in the center of the room.
By the way, Semazar, that cloak will grant you, was it +2 or +1? +1.
That's plus
To
1.
your
I just hooked him up
AC,
with it. So
and
he's got a
+1 to
17.
your saving throws as well. Just so you know. Dead.
Yes, look for me.
You can give me. You just rolled a 24 perception, so no, there's nothing else going on in the immediate area. There's 2 holes across from you on the far side of the room. Both of them have staircases going back down. The cat's laying on my mouse. Kitty, I know you like sleeping on my desk, but this is D&D time.
Well, I suggest we continue with the first plan. Semazar, mind doing the honors, and I don't know, any mini miny, which staircase you want to go up and scout away, my.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Well, Cochrane, haven't you always heard? I'm sure even you have heard the saying "stick to the left." Yes.
Right it is, Semazar, right it is. Onward, my sure-footed friend.
Am I hearing split the party?
Well, it looks like
Semazar
your
looks a
dragon's
bit
heading down our way too there, Brian. So.
Yes, I was only joking, of course.
Carquin and the Owl Bear, everybody else to the right.
Alright, yeah, let's
JK,
go
LOL.
ahead.
Let's do it, Mr. Semazar.
All right, Semazar's going to make Semazar whispers to Jorman.
Don't make me do it, bro.
I think we should be more what's the word?
Don't make me be drastic, bro.
Commiserate with our friends. I think we should take the left path.
You're my only friend, you jackass. Jarman kind of just shrugs his head and just walks behind this big, stinky, fat owl bear, grudgingly following his so-called friend.
How dare he go left?
It's just not right. Of course.
Thunderous Smite, saving throw now!
It shoves the
Right
part
into the
back
pit,
into it.
dude! Right back to that trail.
Well,
Now I'm going right.
Also, my still defender will be trying to play with the owl bear if he will reciprocate. Okay.
they hug.
Semazar is going to attempt to become more hidden in the shadows.
Roll for stealth. Got a +7, right?
Yep.
Brian
And a
will
+3, so +10.
Brian will follow him as well, canceling his lie, keeping his magic going. Should I roll stealth as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I roll?
My
oh,
boy
no.
just got a nat 20, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry,
stealth
bro.
attack.
He doesn't even know where he is right now.
Just gonna keep a hand on him since he can't see.
Semazar, stepping forward, you're gonna find a room with the same healing runes laid out that you've seen a few times before in this dungeon.
I think we went up to the left, right?
Everybody's allowed to long rest their characters and be able to do anything they could do in a long rest
Yeah, alright.
in mere moments while inside of these rooms.
German just kind of fuckers for right. Sits off by himself,
Let's
waiting to
see.
get his arm.
Yeah, I got you, bro. Give me 1 second. I want repeating shots still, so I'll switch out my mind sharpener for your arm. So I gotta edit character, I believe. Actually, can I switch it? Like jump here.
Yeah, what's up? I think it has like a minute long use on cast, but it's a cantrip, right? So I'll just say that you have it prepared. Like we'll just say that every time it starts to fade, you recast it. You know.
Where's it at?
Samazar is going to walk up to Jorman and say a few words. Now, Jorman, I know you may not be happy with my choices so far, but we have to work as a team if we're going to get through this. We can do whatever we wish at the end, but I think we should try to be more joined with these fellows in order to get through this horrendous dungeon.
What's the arm called?
Jorman stares Samazar in the eyes, starts scruffing up his hair. You always were the nice little one, weren't you? Go on then. I'll be fine.
Now this is just between Jorman and Samazar for RP purposes.
We discussed that right in the beginning of the dungeon. Yeah.
When we
We've been
introduced our
traveling
characters, they
together
kind of
for
have a
3 years. Yeah. He's been a fucking minute.
It's hard to remember
Ever
other
since
characters'
Mount Doom.
backstories.
Ever since Mount Doom.
The lands of Lordran.
What you gonna
Anyway.
say to me, little one?
Samazar speaks in a soft tone, in a very soft whisper. We may not need them at the end. Remember, there is but one goal, and keep to it. And then he keeps silent.
Jordan just There you are, you little fucker. And then he just patiently waits for Brian to finish, so he can talk to him whenever he's done.
Okay, so Brian, he you see him like pulling out like the was like the limp arm, and he begins like piecing it back together. And as he all finishes conversation, as he doesn't want to be rude, he eventually walks up to you. Were you also the one that took the troll tooth in your arm, or was that someone else?
Karkarin has the troll tooth.
Yep.
Karkarin. So he helps Karkarin. It's like, I believe that still needs to be removed. It may leave an infection. Would you like me to take a look at that? Yeah, I saw you. Yes, I saw you cast heal on it, but you don't want quite the wound to close if it's still in there. And Brian wants to just try to help her take it out and kind of patch her up. I mean, they're friends. I mean, I don't see why the friends wouldn't be buddy. I assume so. I mean, it's a job. I understand if they don't want to be on the friendliest terms right away. Honestly, I'm new to this. He kind of whispers, "I'm new to this adventuring stuff. I don't really know what's normal. I just want to be useful and just help you all out as much as possible. I have ambitions past this, so I appreciate as much help as I can get from you or any of them. Honestly, I had no clue what I'm doing since we got in here. I've been kind of winging it.
Now, Karkarin, you're gonna notice that tooth has some weapon potential. And holding it after it was removed, I've added a dagger of venom to your inventory. If you refresh your character sheet, you should have it equipped already.
Okay. And Brian can so you smell a little of how do I say it, guts here. How about I help you out a little bit? And using his magical tinkering ability, he actually pulls out like basically a thing of perfume, just it just sprays the both of them because he can. Now y'all smell like fresh. Yes, it's kind of hard to avoid that sadly in the dungeon. Now y'all like both smells like fresh, herbal outdoor, almost garden like. Very,
Got a nice pine scent.
Yes. Yes, it's a lot better. It's no problem. Yes, well, yes, that's no problem. I can do this a few times a day. It doesn't hurt, and he kind of like does the little just sprays a little bit more of it. Oh, I think it's running a little low. Probably should put this away. I suppose our friend there needs his arm, so I should go check on him. I'll take the words. He's kind of a little unnerved with that, but he nods his head. He's like, very, very well. Hello, Jorman. How are you feeling?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm sorry about your arm when you took the fall. I was just trying to survive long enough to get to you. I have it right here. Would you like me to go and attach it for you?
Absolutely. That'd be wonderful. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. And he kind of goes on and places it on him and make sure it's hooked up appropriately. Why didn't you try to give a swing for me? Make sure it's to your liking. Everything works right.
And Jorman, with this magical arm, you're going to get +1 to your strength. You can override your modifier.
So you said what to +1 of my strength?
Yeah, so it's going to bring it to 19. You can click the 18 there, add the other modifier for a +1, bring it to 19, and I'm going to give you the ability to use that Great Sword +2 from the Stone Giant.
So I hit other modifier +1. How does that work?
Once you add it, it should just bring it to 19.
Yep, it did. And then what did you say about the +2?
The +2 Great Sword was from that Stone Giant, so it was a little bit too big at first, but now with this, you're going to be allowed to use it.
Alright, dope. Thank you. Give me 1 minute. I just gotta check on my kid quick.
Yeah, you're good. But yep, as you all get that long rest and get a little bit of RP in there, we're going to start moving forward after he gets back.
Alright, Brian, come back. Brian, get back over here. I need to talk to you.
Yes.
You know, for a favor, helping me gain this arm. What was it that you wanted to know about these primordials?
Oh, I was just wondering, could you discern my father's work? He was more so interested in the use of the powers to be used for good, but I didn't know if you knew anything about the origins of primordials. I did a little research, but I'm not so.
Can I tell that, Dan?
Yeah, you can tell a little bit. Which primordial are you asking about?
To be specific, he is asking about.
I see you got a 12 and a 13.
Give me one second.
Yeah.
Care.
I just didn't know which one you wanted me to do, and then I saw you put either or, so I already had it rolled.
Okay, so description.
So whichever one you want to go off of.
So he's asking about.
I'm assuming religion.
Is he a fire primordial by the name of Magara? I I know about his powers and what he is, but his origins elude me.
So what you do know is that this primordial Megara, the Inferno, his heat was harnessed to power the Great Forge in the city of Tyrut. The Dwarven city of Tyrut, their magical forge in the volcano that they're built into is powered by this deity.
So I just kind of tell him that.
Yes, that is where my father went. I guess I would have to see for myself after if we make it out of here alive.
I just want you to, I want you to know that no matter what your intentions are with primordial magic, never trust the deity's magic for good. It is of another plane. They use it for their own gain to try and use this for your own means of good or evil. It's probably not going to bode like well for you. Just letting you know out of experience. And he just kind of walks away.
And as you all begin to exit this chamber, you're going to head back out into the large area where you fought the troll.
Brian scratches his head, thinking on what he says, and he was about to say something back, but he's walk away. He just kind of nods and lets that sit in, looking at his father's work in the middle way as he followed through.
Now, Semazar, give me another stealth check. I can roll it, or King can roll it.
Yep, +7.
With a 1 on there, too. So
Oh.
let's see.
Wait, are we all making stealth? Or just
No, it's you guys are sending out your rogue as the scout, so that's just a +1 on whatever we roll. With a 25 in stealth, of course, our halfling friend makes it smoothly through these hallways. Semazar, you find yourself going down the last hallway in this room with the well. Down a long staircase, you find yourself looking into a dark room, and you can see humanoid figures standing motionless off in the distance. They haven't noticed you as you're completely silent, but you can tell there's skeletons all around this room. Altogether, there's about 9 of them. But then, up on an elevated platform about 3 tiers up these stairs, you see your Minotaur friend standing in front of a massive Minotaur skeleton creature, grappling each other. Milos is trying to defend himself from this monster in front of him.
Semazar is going to rush back to his friends as quickly as possible and relay the information, urging them to rush forward to save the Minotaur friend.
Finally.
Now our boy Destroy is back in the game.
As my friend Jorman rushes forward, Brian's gonna touch his shoulder. He'd be like, and just nods at him, and then he's gonna cast heroism. So for a minute,
Everybody who's passing this wall here is gonna have to make a stealth check. I'm saying that now before these skeletons are gonna notice, because Semazar, he's hidden in this room. At this point, he's still stealth as hell.
So at the start of each, I assume we're just busting out ready to fight, honestly. So before we did that, I'm casting heroism on Jorman, so he gains 5 temporary hit points every turn, and he's immune to frighten.
All right.
And Brian's just running up with the group. He's not even
need to zoom out a little bit.
As you enter, you can see this room. It's just
That
full.
gives me +5, 10 points to what?
You get +5 temporary hit point. A willing creature you touch be immune to fighting against. At the start of each of your turns, you gain 5 temporary hit points. So you gain 5 temporary hit points now, and then every start of your turn, you get another 5 to stack on top of that.
And as you all begin to rush in this room, the skeletons begin to turn slowly, and we're all gonna roll for initiative.
Da 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 da. Hell yeah, Fat 9. First one in there, last one to react.
Yep.
I have a +3 to initiative.
I'll roll for you, Semi.
That'll be big for him because they're gonna be front line. That'll be amazing.
13. No. Yeah. 13. What else do we got?
Is mine showing up?
I did not see yours.
Okay, well, I'll just so you can see it. I'll just roll how I was rolling the first time we played and ignore the other. Advanced.
Skeleton's gotta get their initiative.
There you go.
I thought Neato, bro. I was so ready for it.
Alright, and what do we got for Milos? That's 12?
Yeah.
Alrighty. As combat starts, Brian, I believe you're going to be the first one to act. These skeletons are just turning to you and your friends.
Okay. After casting heroism on his friends, he's gonna look at the nearest skeleton. He's gonna look towards the skeleton right here, and he's gonna sharpshooter it.
Alright, launch it, buddy.
It's 21 minus 5, so that's 16.
16 will connect.
Well played.
What is going on, dude?
He's
Got
actually hitting them
glasses.
tonight. That's one of his artificer things. He leveled up and he learned how to make glasses.
Yeah, exactly.
7
Finally
points.
glasses. Yeah, 17.
Plus
yeah.
10 is a DTD.
Fuck him up.
So he just hits it as it like heads like turns and snaps off, and it just flings on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to move one. Actually, no, he doesn't move. I don't think. Let me see. No, he's happy where he's at. Actually, he's gonna move up 2 squares.
Just so you know, this platform here is about like 5 feet above you guys.
Oh,
Above
okay.
the floor that you're on. The platform up here is about 15 feet above you.
Okay. He's gonna. Is that skeleton different from the other ones? This guy right in front of my dragon.
No, they're all just skeleton stat sheets, but there is the Minotaur skeleton that's grappling your friend. Who's gonna be the big
Is that
boy.
his daddy?
Natural 20 from my dragon friend on this side.
Alright. Show me that damage. I'm pretty sure that's a good amount of-
You.
Who is this man?
Oh,
I
it's
gave him
really
some
not Brian.
primordial device and it just fucking started a fire up under his balls, dude.
I got him excited, and that's 8
Max
plus my sword
damage.
efficiency, so 10 and double that 20.
Yep. That is another DTD.
So for this one, as the dragon goes like just sweep up his paws, and as it connects, it just sends the skeleton like flying and falling apart completely.
There you go.
That's my turn.
Question before next turn.
Yes, sir.
Undead Minotaur motherfucker. Is he holding Milo? Like, does he have them
They're
secured?
grappling each other. They're like hand in hand
Alright, cool.
almost. Milo has
Thank
his
you.
axe on his back.
All right, cool.
All right. That's going to bring us to Semizar. Semi, you see one more skeleton on the floor that you're on, 3 about 5 feet above you on the next platform, another 3 on the platform above that, and then the Minotaur and Milos grappling each other by a hallway leading north.
Jorman just yells back, Semizar, try to get an advantage of ground.
He's the shortest person here.
Well, I'm just saying, like, let's make our way, like, towards the fucking, like, higher up.
Yeah, Semizar is going
Quickly get
to
on my
make his
shoulders.
make his way 25
The
feet
owl bear.
east southeast.
So about there.
Will he be able to reach the? Or first, he's going to attempt a stealth.
All right. Rolling a stealth for you. 14
Should keep it
Oh.
to my rolls, homie. He's fucking you right now. DM's going
plus
DM
3,
dice.
17 versus the skeleton's perception.
They don't have eyeballs.
Yep, and they cannot see Semizar. He's just too short. They're concentrated on the big boys. And that owlbear, like, what the fuck's that?
And
All
then,
right.
do I have? Am I within 80 feet of the skeleton to my direct east?
Yes.
Okay, then I will attempt to fire on it with my crossbow.
And that is going to connect, my friend.
Noise.
Oh, who's going to post my damage? No. I rolled an 8 for that hit. Is that arrow just flies through the air, pierces into the skeleton's armor.
That's sneak attack.
Oh, wait, no, sneak. Oh, yeah. What am I talking about? He's stealth beforehand. Let me get that extra 2d6 in there. 6 more points of damage. That is another DTD as these skeletons are just being blown away. You guys see your friend up there. You know you need to help him. You're just tearing him to shreds. So you make your way up towards him. Now, Semizar.
Semizar will yell out, "We need to save our friend. Let's go, guys."
Little squeaky
And
dude.
then he passes his turn.
All right. So that's going to bring us to Milo.
I'll just quickly turn around and go, aha, my friends, I'll finally take this fight seriously and I'll go into a rage. But, real quick, I have Wild Surge. How do I do Wild Surge?
Did you choose Path of the Wild Magic?
Yeah.
Barbarian?
Wild
So
Magic.
when you rage, you have to roll. It's like a D20. Or
15.
you roll
It's
the
15.
You roll a D8 right now, and then
D8.
based on the D8, you see which one of these abilities happens.
Okay. 7.
So 7. Flowers and vines grow around you, and until your rage ends, the ground within 15 feet of you is difficult terrain for your enemies.
Okay.
So you just make it hard for this Minotaur to move, basically.
Alright. Well, I'll attack the giant Minotaur skeleton thing, obviously, with my great axe.
Alright, go for it.
I need to pull it up because the D20 thing isn't working. Great axe plus 6. Okay. D20. 8. Yeah, that's not it.
It's not going to connect. As you swing at this Minotaur, it just brushes off the axe blades.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
the end. Nothing else, yeah.
And as that's your turn, it's going to bring us to Karkarin.
This one?
That skeleton there? Yes. The 17 is going to connect. A 1. As that firebolt hits the skeleton, you'll watch its eyes light up and then smolder out, as it was not a very large firebolt. All right. Squidgy's going to run up, start swinging hard. 21 for 12 points of damage. That is just going to. Your owlbear runs up and just bats the skeleton that disrespected your firebolt, and it just crumbles and slides across its floor. Pile of loose bones. Just little coos coming from this massive bear. It likes the reaffirmation. And that's going to bring us to Jorman.
Should make this call. Is there any way that I can cast light right at this big Minotaur, undead Minotaur's face, and try to blind it in order for Minotaur to try to get away in a couple steps?
I mean, you'd have to cast light on an item and then throw it, I believe, is how light works. Like, you have to touch an item
if you
and
target an object held or worn by a hostile creature, that creature must succeed on a dex saving throw to avoid the spell.
Oh, okay. I see that. All right. I didn't know that second paragraph. Huh. Okay. Yeah, go for it.
And then basically it's your call on whether or not, like, I'm just trying to make it a little role-playing wise, so...
No, I feel you. I'll flavor it a little bit. I dig it.
All right, cool.
So, like, it's got to make a dex save of what?
14.
With an 11. You'll see this Minotaur, the gauntlet on one of its arms.
Do it?
Yeah, no, go for it.
So Jorman grabs his holy amulet, looks down and raises his head up, and he puts it out, and he casts holy light onto this undead Minotaur and yells, "Milo, turn around and cover your eyes." And he casts it right at this helmet or face of this undead Minotaur, blinding it until my cast is done for a duration of 1 hour unless called off. So he is now blinded. And then Milo is going to run, or sorry, not Milo, sorry. Jorman's going to run 40 feet this way and start heading up the stairs towards his friend.
All right.
So yeah, that blinded his ass. And
Yeah, trying to
hoping
make
Milo was able to kind of cover his face off and kind of covered in flowers and shit, so maybe it'd work, but hopefully not blinding him, but you're calling that, DM.
No, it's okay. I'll take it. Now, this Minotaur skeleton, blinded, begins swinging its great axe randomly with disadvantage towards Milo. The 9. He is going to miss. As this Minotaur is swinging wildly, the skeletons begin to shift and move, all stepping down towards the staircase here, heading towards the heroes, making their way through this cave, or this hall. Now, as they're making their way down, it's back to Brian.
Okay. So Brian, seeing them all walking up, he will. It's the movement of my still defender. Here, it's 40 feet, so. Ooh. You know what? Still defender's gonna take the dash action and try to. Actually, can my still defender hold an action?
Yeah, it's a creature. It can hold action if you like.
Okay, So it's. Let me see. You're right. They already did their. Yeah, so it's gonna run up right here, and it's gonna hold an attack if an enemy hostile gets in range of it.
All right.
And then Brian's going to walk up a little bit, 30 feet, I guess. So move 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. He don't want to get in his way, so I guess he'll actually 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. He'll be right here, I guess. And he's going to aim for the skeleton right in front of him with his bow.
Do it.
26.
That's gonna hit.
And then damage. 11 piercing.
With 11 points of damage. That skeleton's gonna stumble, but slowly bring itself back up and continue walking.
Man, should have did sharpshooter. Alright. It's always the answer, guys, trust me. Alright, that's the end of his turn.
It's gonna bring us to Semazar.
Semazar is going to move 25 feet to his east-southeast. Rushing towards the stairs in order to reach the Minotaur. And will, instead of aiming for the skeleton to his and directly in front of him, he'll attempt to stealth.
All right. Let me get that. Yeah, you're gonna make it.
And then I'll fire on the skeleton. What's within my range, if I may ask out of character?
I believe everything on this area should be within your range. Everything except for the Minotaur skeleton.
Okay, then I'll aim for the skeleton on the stairs to the right.
Let's just have Jorman roll that one. Cough. Cough. Jorman. King, where are you?
Do you
What
want
up?
I was gonna have you roll because
What am I rolling?
it's a +6, d20 +6.
You're rolling for your buddy's attack.
That's gonna connect. Look at that. What a hit! Now let's see that damage. It's a d8 +4, and then the 2d6. 12. Nice. Plus 2d6. That is enough to kill the skeleton. Which one were you aiming at? I'm sorry. I know that's enough.
The one to the right on the stairs.
This bad boy. And again, just another DTD as these skeletons are falling. You guys rushing up these stairs to help Milos. It's going to bring us to Milos.
I'm just gonna stay here and a one-on-one the giant Minotaur skeleton. Okay, does it count as only being one size up for me? So I know if I can do my bonus action after this.
This is a large creature, so yes, it's only one size up from you.
Since it's currently blinded, does he have advantage?
The skeleton has disadvantage, but Milos isn't getting advantage on it.
Worth a shot.
No.
Right. 6. Oh my god, these attack rolls are so horrible. Yeah, that's a miss again, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not going to connect. Just barely missing the skeleton. You're both just like dodging and swinging your axes at each other.
Yeah, that's the end then because I can't do my bonus. Right.
Fantastic fight.
Brings us to Karkarin. Down there with Albert. Milo's looking pretty good, honestly.
This one?
Yep. Yep. Hit him with it.
Totally thought you were gonna do it at the big guy.
Yeah, like
I was
just
gonna
hits
be
the
like,
Minotaur.
Milo ain't looking good no more.
Is he looking alright? Alright,
Just
well, he
because
can
you
take
asked for a
this.
medicine check, I was like, you're totally gonna fuck
He
him
can
up.
handle 2d6.
Oh my
Ooh!
That would've been
I
a
see
lot.
that nat 20.
Ooh.
That's nice. The nat 20.
You would have killed him.
And that is exactly what happened. As your ice knife critically hits and explodes shards, both of those skeletons are just shredded to pieces. All right, let's give an strength check for your owlbear to see how well it can leap. It's got a +5. Dirty 20. Oh, if you wanted to go up the 15-foot one, well, 15 feet is pretty difficult, but with 21, the owlbear shoves its claws into the wood and stone of this elevated platform and climbs its way up, appearing on the ledge behind Milo. Well, with the climbing on top of that, it's a 15-foot vertical. Let me double check how many feet up it was. It has about five more feet, so we can get, yeah. Put them right there. All right, and that's gonna bring us to Jorman.
No booking it.
Keeps booking it.
No, that's all he's doing too.
Gain some more temporary HP, I believe.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. Booking it and gaining 5.
All right. If that's you passing your turn, it's going to bring us back to the Minotaur. Blinded by that flashing light, it continues to swing that great axe with disadvantage. With a 17 to hit, it's going to slash.
Oh no, I was double checking. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, with disadvantage, that 17 is going to connect, I believe. Oh, no, you have a 19.
Oh, armor class is it's 20 now, isn't it? One sec. I need to check that.
It looks like 19 on my sheet, unless something changed.
Yeah, but I
Right.
put +2 constitution, so I got an extra armor class again, so it's 20 now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, no, that Minotaur is not going to be able to connect as he swings that great axe wildly. As all the skeletons have passed, it's going to bring us back to Brian. Looking up on this incline, you see the owlbear appearing on that platform, the staircase in front of you.
Rationalizing the superiority of sharpshooter after seeing the skeleton not fall. He's gonna sharpshooter at the skeleton in front of him. That'd be 13 to hit.
13 to hit on the Minotaur skeleton?
No, on the normal skeleton.
Oh, sorry. That does connect.
So
I just picture this dude just Jorman just booking it, dude. All these archers are just ping, ping, ping.
You know, he's like running through as all these skeletons around him just collapse as the last one falls to the ground.
Then his little guy's gonna run up to this skeleton and go to swing. I'm rolling really well. Oop, I
You did jinx yourself. You're gonna miss.
And okay, and then Brian is going to. How high is this? 5 foot? 5
Yeah,
feet?
about 5 feet. You'd have to climb over it.
He's gonna run up to the wall. He's a 6 foot tall person. He's pretty.
He'll be able to climb it.
Hopefully, he'll end his turn. Oop, my bad.
All right. Well, if that's your turn, I believe it's gonna be Semazar.
Semazar is going to yell out to Milas. You're one of the most dodgeable minotaurs I've ever seen.
It's like
And
one of
he's
those
going-
things. They're just like back and forth, dodging each other. Just
They're both doing the monk shit.
And then he's going to move 25 feet northeast towards the wall, but kind of hugging it.
just put him right there.
And he's going to attempt to go into stealth.
All right. Semi stealth check.
I got it.
I got a dirty 20, so he's fine.
What's my range between me and the Minotaur skeleton?
Going on 100, I'm guessing. Let me double check. 75 feet.
75 feet. That's right within the range of my crossbow. So
That's the sweet spot.
I'm gonna aim at the Minotaur skeleton.
Oh,
I rolled a 19.
you beat
Take
me to the
it.
roll, so you'll take it. Hit him with that damage, my friend. And he gets sneak attack damage.
Yeah,
So
just
two
let me
more
roll for you, homie.
2 more d6 worth of damage. As that arrow is the first thing to connect with this Minotaur.
Come on, give me some credit. That light's fucking up in his face.
It's true. The entire time you guys have been gone, they've just been doing. They do the
They've just been
exact same.
grappling. They just
like
been grappling
weird-
each other until I threw the light in his face and Miles has been missing, son.
They're doing like mirrored movements the entire time. Jesus,
Beautiful.
it's actually an art form.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
working on a new dance.
It's like ice skating.
It's like battle dance, you know.
So what's the? Give me the 2d6 on that for the sneak. Jorman, my boy.
Oh, 2d6, sorry.
Yeah, because sneak attack at level
Yep.
4, you get 2. For 19 points of damage. That crossbow bolt is going to pierce right in the center of this Minotaur skeleton skull.
And then Semazar is going to let out a shout. All right, you guys, take care of my what light work, as known as the other skeleton. And then he'll end his turn.
Goofy little fucker.
All right, now Milos just dodging and weaving and swinging back and forth with this huge skeleton that resembles you so.
I'm looking at this lucky. Do I roll 2d20s and then decide whether to use the luck action or?
I believe you roll one and then decide if you want to use lucky, but then you have to use the second roll or something. Let me see.
Okay.
You can spend one to roll an extra d20 and you choose which die to use. Okay, so yeah, you can use one of these whenever you make a attack roll or an ability check or saving throw.
Is that
Okay,
the
well,
one
does
thing or the
19
two?
hit?
A 19 does connect.
Okay, finally. Oh, need to double check the damage. Haven't hit an attack in that long.
As that Minotaur is pierced by that arrow, you finally get a hit in.
Alright, d12 plus 4. Okay. Wait, is it? Wait, I'm in rage as well. Is that an extra 2?
It is extra 2 points of damage.
There you go, 14.
14 points. as you finally connect and you chip away and break out one of the ribs on this Minotaur. Is that the end of your turn?
No, I'll what's it called? I don't know the name of anything because I missed last time.
Okay.
I use the hammering horns and push the giant skeleton into the wall. If it needs to do a DC 14 strength saving throw.
You got it, my friend. And with that, it's a nat 1, and you will just smash and crack even more of the ribs on this Minotaur as it flies back into the wall.
Yeah, that's the end, yeah.
Now, Karkarin, back to you and your owlbear. What are you thinking, my friend? Yeah, from that range. It's not fireball, so it's okay.
Yeah.
And an 18 will connect. These skeletons are obviously resistant to fire damage. You can use your bonus action to make the stone, but you'd be able to throw it next turn.
It's only had like
Alright.
23 damage to him.
Owlbear's
30
stepping
damage.
up and swinging its claws at this Minotaur in front of it. 14 and a 13, both of those hitting, that is 26 points of damage. As the owlbear starts to dig into this Minotaur. It's going to bring us to Jorman, charging his way up.
Jorman's just gonna look at everything and just be like, I don't even know why I'm running. Let's see. I got much else I can do here. As he's coming in, as he's running in, he's just gonna cast his bonus action of Thunderous Smite, getting it ready.
All right. If that's your turn, it's going to bring us to the Minotaur. Now the Minotaur, frustrated and being attacked by this owlbear, is going to swing its great axe towards the owlbear. With a 16, he is going to connect. For 16 points of damage, that great axe is going to slice through Squeegee's chest. Feathers and blood fly across.
Oh.
After that, it brings us back to Brian.
Brian's gonna attempt to climb up this.
All right. It's going to take 10 feet of movement.
Okay, that's fine.
Kitty. Hi, kitty.
That's a line, my bad.
Hi, Fred. You're a good kid.
Rips down his pants and starts pissing out over the.
It's strangely green. Maybe I should get a doctor to check this. He's okay. Again, seeing this superiority of sharpshooter, games for the Minotaur.
All right.
23
That
minus 5.
is going to connect.
That is 23 piercing damage. On
What in the actual
Another
fuck, dude? This guy
arrow.
like literally missed for like fucking 3 sessions in a row, dude. Every single shot.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's those glasses on, man.
And another arrow sticks straight into the skull of this Minotaur.
And then
It's still standing.
okay. And then I guess since I guess I'll have my little mechanical friend here attack this skeletal guy back here.
All right, swing to hit.
10.
10 is not going to connect.
It doesn't care. It's gonna run off. 5, 10, 15, 20,
The
25.
skeleton is going to lash out at your creature.
Go ahead.
It's 15 to hit
That hits.
for 8 points of damage. All right, is that your turn?
That is my turn indeed.
Cat's napping on me, so cute. It's going to bring us to Semazar.
My guinea pig's on me.
Guinea pigs are cute.
The kitty's like maybe 6.5 months right now. He's still a baby.
Kitty.
His name's Fred. He's good.
Chewbacca.
Semazar is going to let out a slight sigh, a very slight sigh, and move right up to the last skeleton and attempt to go into stealth.
All right.
Oh, my bad. He should have stayed there for your attack.
Jorman, you rolling for Semi?
Yep.
Roll that stealth plus 7.
And I'm
Ooh, I didn't mean 2 of them. Just a
10
10
plus 7 is good enough. Yeah. All right, so
17.
your stealth. This is the skeleton lashed out at that creature that Brian has. It's his artifact thing. Whatever that creature is.
Chewbacca.
Homunculus. So it's a little distracted. Doesn't see you sneaking up on it. What do you want to roll to hit with?
a short sword.
All right.
You running up on him, huh? What's your roll for that?
It's a plus 5 to
Plus
hit.
5.
Was it?
Plus 5.
Does he get 2-handed attack too?
Not on a short sword, no. Even if to him, relatively, it's like a long sword. But oh, snuggly kitty.
Even if it's light? I thought it was light weapons that could.
Light weapons, he could swing his dagger as a second hit, but he can't two-hand a short sword.
Oh, that's what I meant. Like,
Oh, I thought you were
two
saying
weapon.
like if it's versatile, like a long sword where he could. Okay,
Oh,
no,
no,
but
I
yeah,
meant,
he
like,
can swing with a
two-weapon
dagger as a
attack.
follow-up. Yeah, he can swing with a dagger as a follow-up for sure.
what's your dagger?
Dagger same thing,
Dagger
plus 5.
is plus 5 as well.
And that's the hit, right?
Yep.
So 14 is gonna hit. And what's the
What's-
dagger swing?
Okay. Plus, yeah, 12.
12 is not going to hit. But the short
Oh,
sword damage, let's roll that. It's a d6 plus 3, d6 plus 4.
Yep.
What was
D6
4 or
plus
3?
3.
3?
Yeah,
Or
it's
wait,
three.
um,
Plus
yeah,
3. But he's got sneak attack.
And sneak attack is 2?
2d6. And that is a DTD.
Semazar does a quick flourish and quickly makes work of the skeleton.
There you go. And as the very final skeleton in this chamber falls, the Minotaur is the last one standing. It's going to bring us to Milos' turn.
I thank the owlbear for taking an attack, even though I've been dodging nimbly and not missing attacks. And then I attack it again. I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Swing at the Minotaur.
D20. Oh, there we go. Finally hit an attack.
22 will connect. Let's see what kind of damage you got.
7. I mean, it's a nat 1.
7 points of damage as you just start to hack and slash at this large skeleton in front of you. You see he's starting to lose his gumption. He's not holding himself up super well anymore, but he's still trying to swing that great axe as hard as he can. Well, that's going to bring us to Karkarin, I believe. All right. The 10 is not going to connect.
It was a good effort.
All right. That's going to bring the owlbear clawing down on this Minotaur. Both of these are going to connect yet again. As the owlbear barrels down on top of it, this Minotaur is going to fall to the ground and collapse. He actually crunches some of them too, with that beak.
I think the heroism may have been unnecessary, but good job, y'all.
Hey, I was fucking useless, bro. I just threw disadvantage.
Yeah, you just ran the whole time. You didn't even like get up to anything. They kept dying before you got there. It was kind of sad.
Oh, did Squeegee kill it?
Okay, still defender, back up the fool.
Yeah, Squeegee got him.
Okay.
All right, and as you all walk up here, you find Milos with your owlbear friend.
Milo, good to see you well, my friend.
Brian wants to look through the skeleton.
And I just sit there and ignore Jorman and walk over to the owlbear because I'm a softie for animals.
Oh, you're gonna ignore me? I'm literally the only one that jumped down a 100-foot pit to find your ass. Good riddance, kid.
Oh, I didn't see you fall. Okay, I'm sorry.
Jorman actually takes offense to this. And he actually swings on him.
And you'll miss. Watch, go and swing it.
Now, Brian, are you you're investigating these skeletons, right?
The skeleton's looking at with his aid of his still defender.
So you're going to find a few items that are notable. You'll see a ring that is very well carved and laden with a few jewels. And the symbol of a shield on either side of these jewels.
Does he know what it is?
You can cast Identify on it if you want to spend the time doing that.
Yeah, while they're like bickering, he's just gonna sit down and start casting Identify. He's just kind of zoned in on like cool stuff, and he loves mystery and magic. So he's gonna be sit down he's not even gonna notice that they're like fighting in the background as he sits on the stairway, just identifying it.
And Semazar is going to take his small legs as fast as they can go to try to get in between Milos and Jorman.
Jorman already walked away. He's checking out the
After Jorman
mentor's body.
What's a new armor?
You're not going to be able to find anything on its body necessarily. Some people might value a Minotaur skull as a trophy of some sorts, but generally their bones aren't used in alchemy much.
I'm gonna look. Jorman's gonna look for anything of value, and if not, he's just swinging his greatsword, taking that head.
So Brian, you do notice this is a ring of protection.
Ooh.
Right. So I'll see what this does. Oh, cool. How intriguing, he says as he kind of just examines it. He decides to slip it on. He actually has one other ring on at the moment, so he slips it on to his ring finger. And there we go.
I don't think there's any healing cantrips really.
Brian, after he's
I can use
finished,
this spell.
is Squeegee hurt?
How bad is he hurt? I can use my lay on hands full, Brian.
Okay.
How bad's he hurt?
Now, Milos,
Yes.
looking at this Minotaur, you're gonna notice this great axe it was wielding. It calls to you in a way. It's pretty big. It's similar to how Jorman has the stone giant sword. This is gonna be a pretty nice weapon for you. Add a great axe +2 to your inventory.
Wait, manage equipment. Is it custom items?
Ooh. No, it's not
Oh no,
custom.
it's just
just
search.
total
It's
equipment.
just search. Yeah, great. Right, go on. What was it?
So great axe +2.
+2. Add.
Should be a blue.
Right, there we go. Yeah. Well, I pick up the great axe and say, "Ooh, shiny."
Jorman just kind of makes a snide remark. If only you could swing it. So DM, there was nothing on the Minotaur's body valuable.
The
Other
one
than-
other thing that you were able to find, I'm gonna need an investigation from you.
Okay, and that is an awful one, I bet. Yeah, 9. Ooh, 13.
With 13, you're gonna notice a small satchel on the side of this Minotaur's just disembodied hip bone laying there. You aren't quite sure what it is, but it's the only semblance of any kind of bag or thing that the Minotaur was carrying.
Can I open it up and kind of see what's inside without touching it?
As you open up the bag, it's dark inside.
What's it?
I'm gonna rip out. I'm gonna kind of walk over here off the body, and I'm just gonna kind of rip these vestments that I have, just typical clothing. Because I don't want to touch it directly. I'm just gonna kind of wrap it around as I pour them into my hand with the cloth covering it.
You're trying to pour out the bag?
Yeah, like into these vestments. Like I kind of rips these cloths that are in my bag, so it's not going there. It's not going directly into my hand. It's like kind of like cupped in this cloth.
Nothing comes out of this bag.
What would you need to check if the bag's magical?
Can I do an Arcana check on it?
If someone wants to cast Detect Magic, they can tell.
Jorman goes, Brian,
Yes.
can you come over here?
Yes, happily. I'm glad to be of help. What do you want me to look at?
Can you detect magic on this bag?
I can do you one better. I can identify it. And he's just gonna look it over and spend 10 minutes and see if it's magical or not. See what it is. If it...
Now, looking over this bag, Brian, you're gonna realize it's something nice but terrifying. This is a bag of devouring.
I thought I was gonna get my bag of holding finally.
Let me look it up real quick. Only, but it feels like it's but it's a feeding. Creature. Bag enter the scan. True uses actually creep the bag.
Yes. Oh, I haven't had my stream up. I had the Discord overlay on it.
This bag seems more trouble than it's worth. How do I explain this? A creature lives and is a part of this bag. It could pull you in, potentially devouring you. Anything we put in it could be destroyed. I recommend you let me kill the enchantment, if you will. It is more trouble than it's worth.
Real quick, this might get me killed, but can you intimidate the creature inside the bag?
Jorman kind of looks at his Minotaur friend.
No, you're not going to be able to.
You want to stick your hand in that?
No.
No, Jorman's gonna look back at Brian. He's like, "We'll leave it for now. I'm gonna tie it up," and he just kind of puts it away.
It could also be used as a good annoyance for someone you hate, I guess. That is a possibility.
Okay, I need
Y'all
to.
better stay on my good side. Don't go to sleep, Mr. Milo. No, but he's gonna put it into his bag. Holding on, he's pretty still. You know, he's not quite sure what he'd use it for. I mean, he's a religious type. I mean, he's not like a complete asshole or anything, so he wants to keep it. Not quite sure to destroy it or not, just due to a backstory. Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Money's in the bag. This sucks them in. And you close it, and then the next day you don't got any problems anymore.
Amazon, don't get sticky fingers with me again.
I see did our Minotaur friend was looking at this axe, or does he have that Minotaur axe now?
He does have the Great Axe plus 2. I'm giving him that weapon.
Okay. Is that all y'all wanted me to look at?
Wait, what?
Yep. Unless you want to reach into this bag and see what's in there.
I believe it would just be mod tooth. Thank you. I will avoid that.
Well, we could be armless brothers.
Armless brothers.
Wait, one sec, real quick. Where is it? Equipment. When did I get this potion of fire breathing?
I believe they gave that to you last
when
time.
we first met you. Me and you both got one.
Actually, I realize now though, since it's not a cone and it's like a bolt, it's probably better on one of the range people. So either our druid or me or the rogue. So if y'all want to give one of those to us, it's not a bad idea. If y'all want to keep it, sure, and it gives you a range option as well. But
German ain't giving shit back.
Okay. That's fair.
He's not a
Salazar
giver.
speaks
He'll
up,
help you.
and
Yeah, I'll
Salazar
just say if
speaks up,
someone
and
needs it, I'll chuck it.
You can do a medical check.
Brian's not gonna ask for it back, so you just keep it. So it's just good for you if you can't get a range.
With 22, you're going to be able to heal quite a bit of the wounds, but Owlbear still has a bit of damage on their chest. They're not bleeding out like they were earlier, though.
Samazar, what were you saying?
Samazar speaks up. As far as the fire breathing potion is concerned, I think I can do without it. This crossbow has done me very well so far.
And but it was just like that was this one time.
Wait, I have a
That's been the whole dungeon.
I have a really funny idea. What if the owl bear drunk the fire breathing
What was that? What does it say? After drinking, you get a bonus action to exhale fire 30 feet away.
What's a
Make
bonus?
DC 13 dexterity saving throw, take 4d6 fire damage, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Do you use your bonus actions when attacking? So actually, now that I realize that you can like attack, and then like fire breath from like any enemy.
So yeah, I could, I could drink that and just do a secondary attack of fire breath. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty good still. Okay.
But is it constant or is it for a certain time?
It's one charge per drink. You get 3 charges.
So you get
okay. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. All right. Oh yeah, any alchemy thing we can do with the Minotaur? I believe our druid was looking at that. No.
No, there's no benefits from Minotaur bones for alchemy.
Okay.
Also, that would just make Milos kind of like a prize pig, like waiting to harvest this guy when he dies.
You just take my shiny red horns. Just take my shiny red horns.
A prize for science. I assume me.
That's Brian.
That would be me, Brian here. Hello, how are you? Kind of gives you a wink.
Well, I have magic awareness.
I dabble.
Yes, Samazar. I think you should.
I'm not want to say foreboding. I would hope not foreboding, but I think we should continue. Yes. Well, now don't.
I suggest Samazar continues scouting ahead for us.
Get quite frightened easily. Can you cast that on me? I want to stealth with him actually. I'm less stealthy.
Ew.
Detect magic going, I'll stealth with them actually.
So you only got an 11.
Ooh, I make up for it though. 18. Let's go. Plus 1. 19.
So Brian's actually sneakier than Samazar this time.
Follow my lead.
Now stepping down this hallway, your footsteps are just slightly echoing.
Hug the wall.
Moving forward, you're going to find a small spot with a chest against the wall.
Oh, wait. Don't touch anything. Remember the last one. It was.
yes, I'm quite aware.
Wait. Why are you like right in front of it already?
He wants to open
I have 2 arms.
Listen, I can't give you 2 prosthetic limbs. Please back up.
I'll just stand next to Jorman in case something happens.
I suggest Milo to open up the chest.
Wait.
I go, okay. I go, okay.
Does Brian sense anything magic from it?
Yes, he does.
Is it inside or the chest itself?
It is inside of the chest.
What
I
tool of
ignore
magic is
him
inside of
and
it?
open it.
Oh, he opened it. He opened it.
Okay. Wait, please don't.
Wait, Jorman, move back.
I'm staying right here in case something happens. I'm just gonna put that bag over you.
He hugs the corner. Okay. He learns what school it is as they open it, though. He's gonna hug the corner. He doesn't want to get cluttered.
So, opening this chest, you're going to find a few items. The first of them, sitting on top, is going to be what looks like a stone key.
That's yours.
Placed around this key, you'll find a set of bracers. And we're going to assume Brian's going to help identify any of these items. So you're going to notice these are a pair of bracers of defense. You're going to find two pairs of boots. One of these is a set of boots of levitation. The other is a set of winged boots. They have little tiny wings on the anklets.
Then boots. What is the other one's called? Boots of what?
Boots of levitation and winged boots.
Search.
Okay.
Along with the bracers of defense.
Okay. So this is the braces of defense. It will bolster your ability to protect yourself in combat. I think one of our melee. It would be very beneficial for one of our melee.
So bracers of defense. While wearing these, you get +2 bonus to your AC if you're wearing no armor and not using a shield.
Oh, no armor.
Yep.
Does our druid wear armor? No.
Barbarians and monks do not wear armor.
Barbarian, give it.
No, one sec, because I have efficiency in light armor, medium armor, so I put. Oh no, never mind. I don't have armor on. I have a shield on. Never mind.
Yeah, you'd have to take your shield off. You're basically straight into.
But then you
can.
No, you haven't. You're not able to use your shield and your original great axe at the same time anymore.
I know. I just had it on my back.
You're better off going with the bracers instead of having the shield equipped, dude.
Yeah, I took it off.
No, shield is +2, but he's not going to be able to swing his great axe if he's going to have that equipped and using the AC bonus. I'm not going to let people just say it's on their back. I was letting the one-armed paladin have it on his nub, but yeah.
So braces of
bracers of defense.
Right, there you go. Done.
These two boots are similar but different. One is a boot of levitation. One is a boot of light. Levitate, I believe it can only go straight up, so it mainly gives you the ability to float. And I'll be honest, this flying is very interesting to me, but I don't just wish to take it. So if y'all would allow me to have it, if y'all would allow me to have it, I will. And he takes out the ring. This is a ring of +1, and one of y'all could have it if y'all would allow me to keep the boots.
What kind of ring?
It will. It is a ring of defense. It will boost your AC capabilities up. And if I had to give it a numerical value, I would say 1.
What's your AC, Kirkland? You'd probably just give that to Samazar, give him a little more AC. The ring. Yeah, you don't need AC. You're pretty good. Well,
Is
Samazar speaks up and he says, "Well, I don't think I absolutely need the ring of defense, as I stay behind all of you guys most of the time. But the boots of levitation would have been nice when we faced those Gricks and I got pushed off the edge."
Yes, that could help you, and I also have Featherfall prepared in case something happens. Okay, so out of character. So are you taking the boots of levitation? I'll take the boots of flight, and then we'll give Jorman another AC bonus with the ring.
No, just keep the ring, dude. I'm good.
Okay. All right. So wing and boots.
I'm just gonna rob your dead body later, anyway.
Okay.
Wait, real
Well,
quick.
it's pretty fun having her like paladin like impossible to hit though too. So.
Wait, what's it? Real quick. I'm equipping it and it's not changing my AC, so I'm trying to
You
figure
have
out
to
what I
scroll
can.
down to the
Okay,
bottom of
scroll
your
down.
equipment and then attune to it.
Oh yeah, items requiring attunement. Yeah, right, there you go. Thank you. Right, there you go, done. Right.
All right. So as you guys kind of divvy those weapons above or items among yourselves,
We are lucky that wasn't trapped. By the way, I recommend.
It's fine.
Please show a little more caution. I understand you may be used to more dangerous situations, but that could have went very.
Dorman
poorly.
told me. Okay. Blame him.
Yes, he just kind of gives him a pat on the side. Just exercise caution. I care for you, okay? And then,
DM out of character.
yes.
So we decided that I'd have the boots of levitation. Could you add that to my
Samazarian,
character
yeah, I
sheet?
got you. No problem.
And then I just have to equip them.
Technically, I think you have to like attune to stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna equip and just attune it for you.
Thank
oh,
you.
you can choose who levitates with that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you get to cast levitation.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Very useful.
Yep, now you have a spell that you can cast. This is an action.
Broken ass halfling.
Oh, on yourself at will.
Spell can have it. Okay, one creature or loose object of your choice that you can see within range rises vertically up to 20 feet and remains suspended there for the duration. So, a creature or object you can cast levitate on. It can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds. Unwilling creatures have to succeed on a Constitution save to be unaffected.
Okay.
So you can only move by pushing or pulling against something. You can't like walk while you're levitating.
Yeah, it's kind of cool though. P, you can like sneak up little spots for.
If you cast it like while you jump, though, you get the long jump.
Okay. Are me and Mr. Shawfoot stealthing ahead again?
It's up to you guys.
Shawfoot?
Yeah. Get on with it.
I'd like
Let's
to
go.
continue scouting ahead.
Regardless of your stealth check, as you move forward, you're going to see a wall ahead of you to the north with two dwarves shaking hands carved into it. This is about a 10-foot wall with some pretty nice carvings in it.
To detect magic going, he wants to go up and go and examine the design. Is it like a wall design or like statues?
It's carved into the wall. They're not statues.
Okay. Can you make a history check on this?
You're welcome to make a history check. What do you got for me?
20.
With that 20, you're going to be able to recall a little bit about the Tyroot bloodline and how over 100 years ago, King Dundren Tyroot passed his crown to his son Lundren. And this picture is depicting both of them shaking hands as he gave his kingdom away.
assume the current king is basically the descendant of that son.
Yeah, he's 2 generations after. So it goes. There's Dundren Tyrut, Lundren Tyrut. The third son is Ignar, and then the current king is Balos.
Guys, come
Real
look
quick,
at
what
this.
did we in? Did you come in here looking for a statue again, or what was it?
It's the obsidian idol. It's about 6 inches tall. It's a black stone statue of the dwarven king, Dundren himself.
Guys, look
Is
at
that-
this. This is. My bad. Go ahead. Ask your
Oh
question.
no, I was gonna say. Oh no, I wasn't gonna ask. I was just if it's probably his great grandpa or something.
Basically, right? My great grandpa.
Yeah.
Guys, this is truly fascinating. Look at this. This is history right here. This is the great king, and that is and he kind of explains the names and all that. And see, that's him passing down the crown to the next generation, giving the kingdom away. This is priceless, really. And he just starts geeking out about it and basically explaining this.
Yeah,
and
all of
you
us
can't
just
even
walk
read
away.
it.
And Jorman, as you step into this next chamber, you're gonna see on either side, to your right and your left, 2 large statues of dwarves. Both of them wielding massive warhammers and shields, pointed out to the center of the room. And on the far side, on the opposite wall, you see a pile of bones surrounding a huge chest, almost as big as the statues themselves.
Oh.
Oh, I got to detect magic going. If y'all want me to try to stealth ahead, see if I see
Milos,
something.
you mind giving me that stone key for a second?
Yes. I don't know where the fuck I put it.
Wait, guys, maybe Milo
It's
should
probably
check
up under
for
your
the
scrotum.
I'll have a check.
before we open.
Oh, so it
Yeah.
maybe not there, but it was in my
Yes.
back pocket. There you go.
Everyone, quiet.
Thank you.
I think Milo should check it for traps as I look for magic before we
Check
touch
for
anything.
traps. So you mean walk into traps? Okay.
Well, you can.
All right,
Go.
so you're welcome to stealth if you'd like. It's up to you. Are you sending your creature forward?
I'm sending it ahead. Yes, we're just right in front of us, and I'm having. I assume my rogue friend's gonna look for traps, but Brian's keeping his eye out for traps as well as keeping an eye out for any magic in his range of detect magic.
You sense a dark aura coming from the bones surrounding this chest immediately.
Okay, where's
I knew
the
this
bones?
is what I knew. As soon as I heard pile of bones.
Where's the bones? It's a dark. Do I sense? Is it necromantic?
It is.
Okay, guys, the bones are living. I think we should try to go for an attack on the bones before it rises.
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense.
Can't even see it yet. Like, where's it at? Where's the bones at?
You see the
Borf, I'm casting Divine Sense before they do anything stupid.
to see the evil basically.
I
Or is
can
it an
detect
undead?
good and evil until the end of my next turn. You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or the known location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not totally behind cover.
You
and
can
keep this
tell
creature-
that these bones are in fact undead. Some sort of creature is lying in wait here.
Is that? Oh, the bones are up here. Or where's the bones at?
Do you see this chest right here?
Yeah.
No, those two are the statues. That's the chest with the bones. Yeah.
Is the bone is like. Oh, that you can you can probably channel that. It's 10 minutes. It's like a minute, right? So with your stuff, you can snare it. So the bones are on the chest. I'm confused.
Just surrounding it, all over it. It's like buried in a pile of bones and sludge.
Does that seem possible to snare with her spell?
I mean, she can set up a snare if she wants. I'm not going to stop her.
Okay. So
Nothing's happening yet. You can just tell that there's something evil.
so do we want to to have her snare, and then after she snares it, we all just fire or attack it with our abilities?
Well, if you want, I can get. Go on, you go on.
And what does snare do again? Oh. So the range is touch. So the range is touch for that. So I think you should just cast our snare, and me and the rogue fires, and then our minotaur and paladin just runs up and attacks. Do everyone agree with that?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. I'm actually gonna hold Fairy Fire instead. And so I want to do that first, and it'll give everyone advantage on their attack. We want to stay backed up. Actually, the vines will hit our allies too if they runs up and attack. So maybe we should do range first and let it come to us if it comes alive afterwards. What do y'all think?
Hey DM, what's exactly the channel of divinity do for me?
Channel divinity for a paladin. I think it gives you like a little bit of knowledge about stuff around you. Your oath allows you to channel divine energy to feel magical effects. When you use your channel divinity, you can choose which option. That's a divine sense, basically.
That's my divine sense.
I think channel divinity is your divine sense. Gives you all spells.
Because it says. Oh nope, it's I'm sorry, I figured it out. It's emissary of peace and rebuke the violent. Okay. Sorry, I should just kept reading.
You're good.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Emissary of peace. Yeah, rebuke the violent. I see that.
You know how high up is the sill?
Probably about 60 feet up.
Okay. Well, when everyone gets in position, Brian will start it off with casting Fairy Fire at this thing, and then let everyone fire their stuff wherever everyone wants to be and they're happy with.
I'm staying in front of the owl, in front of Squeegee.
Before as everybody's getting in position, Jordan kind of walks back to Samazar and just slightly kind of whispers in it. What do you think about this?
Samazar speaks softly. I think we should continue as planned. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. We have a battle to face first.
You always were the more clever one, aren't you? And he gets ready, along with their plan, going with their plan to get ready to fight whatever the fuck this thing is. Do I still have temp points or no?
How long does the heroism?
When do those wear off?
In only a minute, it's gone.
Okay, those are gone.
Okay.
Alright.
Actually, I changed my mind. Instead of casting Fairy Fire, I'm gonna let her do her vine thing, and I'll just fire with my crossbow with the ranged dillers.
Wait, can you do you just take damage when you walk into him, or do you need to do something to not take damage as well?
I think if you walk into it, you roll and see how much you take.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Well, I think we're ready.
Yep. So
go knock on it, Brian.
As you all begin to prepare for this combat, you know there's a creature of some sort in front of you, some malevolent being. The room begins to shake.
Fire.
As to the north of you and the south, both of those statues begin to move. And at the same time, those bones begin to form into the creature that pulled Milos down into this pit.
It's fucking Nero, dude!
What
do
the
we get our surprise round in first?
This giant, as he begins to approach you, he's not surprised at all. He's been laying in wait. And as he steps forward, that trap that you laid only affects creatures of the large size, while this is a huge frost giant demon coming towards you.
Correction, if correct me if I'm wrong, didn't she cast the spiked one instead for the damage? Okay, never mind. I misinterpreted.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this creature is one size too large for the snare spell to affect it.
Okay.
Jorman yells, "Here it comes!" And then he also like kind of lays out a plan while everything's happening. He's like, "We should split up attacking these. I'm good against
Brian
undead and
fires the
skeletons."
cans before the initiative starts. That's what.
He-
You're all going to get advantage on your initiative. That's what you're getting for your setup.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to do 2 initiative throws.
Did you have something you wanted to say? No, these
They're
are
like those
just like the
statues you
stone
fought before.
giants that you fought earlier. But I'm going to need just a moment as I have my girlfriend showing up. I'm going to go let her inside.
Wait, Jorman, are your divine or light attacks ranged or up close?
Basically, my attacks are built for decimating this fucker. So I was gonna say, I think you guys, we should split up in twos. To be honest,
1, 2, 3, 4.
like
We'll split
I'm
up in
almost
threes,
thinking, I'm almost thinking like I try to attack Nero, while Semizar lays support from the back, kind of with like he does. But I mean, that's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, he does.
He's been shooting the whole dungeon. Well, the point is he's gonna be in the back anyways already, and we're all gonna be facing off against these beads. So like, what I was saying is, we have 3 frontliners right now. Okay, so I'm thinking we have 3 frontliners, each take 1. So I was thinking Minotaur take 1 statue, Owlbear take the other. We split up with Semizar and kind of Brian and supporting, and you supporting. You know what
I
I'm
feel like Screech is gonna die here. I feel like Screech is gonna die.
I don't think so. They took out 1 before. So what I'm saying is like we have our 3 frontliners. Like my shit's basically built to kill Nero. Like
Yeah.
all my shit's just fucking built to kill that fucker. And then like Brian and Karquin, you kind of stay back and support your relative sides as well as Semizar. And then like the little dragon kind of just does his little thing or whatever.
Oh, should
Well, how far can you levitate? 'Cause I mean, these things are pretty big.
I think it's only 20 feet, so it just depends how big these things are.
Like
Let me have a
this
look at
one's
this one.
giant, dude. This guy's got to be like 60 feet in the fucking air, dude.
I doubt it's only a 60-foot room, so I doubt it's that big.
Well, you gotta think he's at least 30 to 40, dude. Like he's towering over us. And the other guy's got to be about 10 to 15.
Huge size.
So
How much
I'm
does he
just saying, I just don't think levitate's really gonna do much for us right now, dude.
Yeah, it's probably around 15 feet tall.
That's all I'm saying. I think because I don't know how the levitate boots work or how long it works, but if it's a concentration, I mean that's really not gonna take a lot of his availability or a lot of his support away for no
So
reason.
I think our paladin with my iron defender should run up the for the undead, and my iron defender will defend you as you sweep on it, and then me and the rogue can focus on one of the side armors numbers together and just fire and whittle it down. Left or right doesn't
Oh.
matter.
But if
That's-
I get if I get a 4 on my wild surge, I can throw my weapons and teleport them back. Well, bring them back to my hand.
Yeah, it's
Well,
the God of War axe.
The thing is we want our frontliners well enough in front of these guys, so our supports can kind of do their thing, their healing and their magic and everything. So I mean, you're kind of gonna want to get like right here, or the owl bear. You're gonna kind of want to get here. And I'll be right here, just so we're kind of blocking like Brian and Karquin and Semazar from getting fucking torn down on.
How tall are the creatures, by the way?
Now each of these is a minimum of 10 feet tall. Each of these gladiator statues on either side of you are about 10 feet. The creature in front of you is easily 12 to 16 feet tall. It's hard to
He's
tell.
not 30.
He
I
is
thought
a
he was like 30
huge
feet tall.
undead creature. No, it's not hitting the ceiling. It's about halfway to the ceiling. So yeah, it's going like maybe 20 on a good day. You know, he's got some nice shoes that give him a little extra boost. Standing up straight.
He's got heels on,
Yeah.
stilettos, dude.
20 on a
Made
good
out
day.
of bone.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine. I don't have to worry about me getting hit though. So just focus.
Well, either way, I mean, we're just kind of better having one person support each frontliner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just sit tank and something because I haven't even been hit once the 2 times I've played.
So Karkarin got that nat 20. It looks like Brian gets a 17.
I didn't roll ours yet. I was waiting for you to get back.
Our boy
I think
got
those
the-
two just did.
Milos got an 11.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
mine
good.
were pure shit. It was 11 and 7 or something. Yeah, it was...
I'll roll Russ now. What's your initiative? +3?
+3.
So I'll roll 2d20.
Yes.
So you got a 15 and an 8.
Is Witch Bolt? What damage type is that again? I would just
I got a
focus on the
15 as
center one
well.
if you're gonna do that. I'd assume that has the most hit points, so I just keep focusing on that and just bank up and try not to get hit.
So Jorman and Semazar, you got to decide who's going first.
I would do I'd do the.
Well, if you want, you
big
can
one,
help Fiji.
because really with that spell, the what makes it the best is it's continuous on one target. So you probably want to do the one that has the most hit points, and it saves you spell slots too. So I would do the big guy right in front of you. Okay, so the-
Semazar, get ready, pal.
Now, as these huge creatures lumber at you, and this massive pile of bones begins to take shape into a frost giant skeleton,
Oh shit!
our first movement is going to be Karkarin with the nat 20. All right. Let's see what you got. What's the hit? An 8 is not going to connect, as that bolt just flies off to the side of the statue creature coming towards you. All right.
Correct me how that works. If I'm in what's the range? Okay, cool. Noted. Gotcha. Cool. Thank you.
All right. And that's going to bring us to Squidgy the owlbear. All right. All right. And as that owlbear starts to claw at the pile of bones, a 13 and a 10. The bones shift and move as the owlbear swipes and seem to dodge, just knowing where those claws are coming at. None of these claws are able to connect. As the owlbear continues to swing on the pile of bones, trying to dig into it. From the north and the south, these creatures approach. One coming for Jorman and the other coming for Milos. For a 19 to hit, the first one swings towards Jorman.
Miss.
And for a 14, the second swings at Milos.
Misses, yeah.
They're going to try and get you on the backswing, though. The second swing towards Jorman is a 10, and the second swing towards Milos is a 14. As Jorman's learning from Milos's amazing dodging techniques, they both just weave and pull some matrix moves, which is going to bring us to Brian.
Okay, Brian, wanting to shoot on the first turn, the situation kind of changed a little bit. He's gonna command his dragon to just move one right here, and he kind of goes to one knee as like the mechanical golem kind of lays straight, and he kind of lines up his crossbow between the wings and the horn to give him like stability. So his golem, he's using the 8 action for him, and he's gonna go ahead and fire his crossbow with sharpshooter at him.
All right, let's launch it.
Again. So that's 22 minus 5.
And that is going to connect as that arrow sticks into the stone warrior. Give me some damage for that.
Okay, so that would be 8 plus 10, 18 piercing damage.
18 points as you watch that arrow crack into the stone. So you know, small split in that armor.
Okay, and as that happens, he's gonna take off and he's gonna fly 15. He's gonna fly 30 feet straight into the air.
All right.
And then he will command his beast to run up, and he's gonna try to jump in, but like right here. So he's like in the middle of it all. If he can.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. And I believe that's you, and the 8 is the full action, right?
Yes, that's it. It just moved afterwards.
All right. So it's going to bring us to Jorman, right there, getting swung on by this massive stone creature. You have the same sword. You're like, hey, man, that looks really familiar.
Sick. So, looking around, seeing how plans have changed, Jorman kind of runs back over here to get on this side of Nero. And swinging down with his great sword with a 19,
He will connect.
using his divine smite.
Let me see what you got, buddy. 12.
So it's a 12, and then I have 2d8, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Okay, hit you expand. I expend one of my spell slots to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus another 1d8 for each level, for each spell level higher than first. So which how do I determine spell level for that?
So it's your spell slots. When you go to spells, you have the different slots you have. You have a first level slot. You don't have any second level slots. So you can only do the 2d8 right now.
Okay, perfect. So I do. For another 12, so 24 damage total. 12 being radiant.
And that just rocks this skeleton. As you can see him shifting, he turns towards you. Green fires burning in his eyes. He's going to raise his great axe and prepare to swing at you, Jorman. Now, as you see this giant raising his axe, Semizar, standing in back there with your crossbow, what do you want to do?
Samazar is going to survey the situation. He's not going to say a word. He's going to attempt to go into stealth.
Well, there's enemies within 5 feet of each of these, so you get sneak attack regardless.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could stealth like even after though if you want to like.
Yeah, if you want to break. Yeah.
And I will fire a crossbow bolt on the frost giant skeleton.
Do you want me to roll it, or our man King got it?
King.
What are we doing?
You're rolling to hit with a crossbow. It's a +6.
Okay. Yeah, don't give those DMs the chance to screw you. Let me screw you. Screwed!
Oh my god. Roll me a straight d20. You know what this means. And that one, roll a straight d20. How bad is it?
Well, he's probably gonna be hitting the owl bear in the back of the dome. So what are we doing? Rolling? What are we rolling now?
Roll another one.
It's just a straight d20. 13. All right, he didn't hit anybody, but that arrow went flying off pretty far. That's going to bring us to the massive pile of bones in front of you.
Everybody gets one.
This giant raises its great axe and swings for a 25 to hit on Jorman.
Can I use a reaction?
What's your reaction?
I'm gonna warcast. And I'm gonna try to cast sleep.
All right, but it's not gonna stop him from hitting you.
I'll
tell you that.
But it won't make him unconscious.
It might try to make him unconscious after he connects with you.
Still defender gonna go ahead and use deflect attack as it goes to swing on him. It goes to grab at like the bony legs and just try to pull him away from Jordan.
25 is the lower hit. It's still gonna connect.
Okay.
With disadvantage. He rolled a 28 afterwards.
I see.
Ooh, that's pretty good, eh? All right.
So-
Well, my reaction is going to still be.
DMA playing.
Sorry, I had it all now. I kind of put it down. 1 minute.
I'm just waiting to tell you how much damage you take whenever you tell me what your reaction was.
You said it was a 25?
It's a 25
To
to
hit?
hit. Yep.
Oh, he's just gonna take it like a fucking man, then, dude.
That's 25 points of damage.
God.
Take it like a man, dude, is what he said. 25 points of damage.
Should have did heroism again, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I need to be in 5 feet to give you that now, buddy. I think it'll be another one of those, though. It'll be pointless. Oh,
It doesn't
If I can
send
get
him
hit
moving.
again? No, I'm good.
It doesn't send him moving, but it does slice through his armor.
That's alright. Let's do it.
It's gonna bring us to
This sounds out.
Milos.
Should have stuck to the fucking plan.
As that axe digs into Jorman, it's gonna be Milos's turn.
Oh wait, is it? Oh, sorry.
Good morning.
Alright, well, I'll go into a rage, and that means we roll d8. 8. What is 8?
What is it? It's a
I don't
number.
know. Yeah, it's a wild surge.
Yeah, I know. I'm just teasing. Let's see. 8. With 8, a bolt of light shoots from your chest. You're pulling the Iron Man blast from your chest. Another creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet must succeed on a con saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of your next turn.
30 feet.
Boy, you better pick the right one, homie.
Yeah, there we go. There you go.
Alright,
I
that's a
hit-
con save.
It's a blind for blind.
Let me make sure I get that right. Con save.
42.
What is the save?
I don't have it pulled up. I can pull it up.
It doesn't tell me what the DC is on the saving throw.
Oh wait. I just remembered. It says
Oh,
literally.
it's 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your constitution. So it's 10 plus 5. So it's a 15 DC. Alright. And that's a 13. So he's going to take the D6, and he is blinded by the light that shoots from your chest.
D6. Oh.
For max damage. That radiant is going to burn into the skeleton creature in front of you.
Alright, and since that was only me going into a rage, I can finally attack the giant statue.
Yeah. There you go.
Alright. D20. Is it +8 now instead of +6? Yeah,
Because
of
of the Great X plus 2, yeah, you get a plus 8.
20.
Yep, that's going to hit.
How
It's
much
a
damage?
D12 plus 6.
D12 plus 6. 11.
For 11 points of damage, you're going to start slicing into the stone armor on this creature in front of you.
Dude.
That's going to bring
that's
us back to Karkarin. All right, Witch Bolt. Big boy. All right, go for it. Nat 20. All right, so the Witch Bolt is a D12 plus another D12. So we're going to, it's a crit, so you're going to get 12. And then roll your D12 to see how much we add on to it. So 15 points of lightning damage as that bolt shoots out and connects to him.
Pretty good. That's a lot of damage. You save spell slots too.
Either or. That's fine. Stone Soldier to the north. All right. So roll for the healing on Jorman while I combat the soldier with the owlbear. A nat 20 and a 21 are both going to hit for a total of 46 points of damage.
Is that okay?
The owlbear starts to smack the living shit out of this statue creature. Alright, Jorman gains 4 health back. And anything else for your turn? Which? Oh, you cast a second level healing spirit. Okay.
It would just be another 6, right? So, yeah, okay.
All right.
Shanko?
Oh wait, I'm
So-
sorry. Wait, okay, sorry. I know it doesn't make much difference, but did we do did you add the 2 from my rage onto the giant statue because I said 11, not
Oh,
13.
I did not. Thank you for saying something about that. Okay. Now, I believe that's the end of your turn, Karkarin. All right, that brings us to the stone statues moving towards you. The first one swinging on an owlbear, the second one swinging on our Minotaur friend. The first two swings towards the owlbear. A 25 and a 14. I believe both of those connect. And as he swings into your creature, your owlbear gets knocked back as it just has these huge cuts into its body. It's bleeding profusely. The next one swinging on Milos.
Wait, what was the roll to hit on the owl bear? Wait, is this start of a new round or is this the same round? My
It was
bad.
25 and 14.
Yeah, I
And two swings on Milos. Now Milos, I hate to say it,
Yes.
but I
Are
believe
you failing it?
that is 51 points of damage.
Wait,
Wait, what?
want it.
What did they roll? What? Wait, what?
They rolled a 28 and a 23 to hit
Oh God.
with 31 and 26 points of damage.
Your rage halves that though.
Since
Oh,
this is on
so
top of a
that's-
new
yeah.
round, can I use a reaction, please?
So that's going to be 28 points of damage instead. And what is the reaction you would like to do?
My Rebuke the Violent.
Oh,
using
where
my
he takes.
Channel Divinity.
Okay, so it's a wisdom save
I'm down to 20.
Yes.
on the one that connected with your friend with a 19.
Fuck, man.
Does he take half or is it just none?
Yeah, it's half. You used all your
Alright.
bad rolls on fucking Semazar, bro.
So that's 15 points of damage back into this thing.
Milos, did you do your damage right? You only took half, right?
Yeah, so it's going to
Yeah.
be 28 points of damage instead of 51.
Down to 24 still. Oh, damn. Oh.
I'll try to help you, son.
Why did he only take half damage?
Because he raged.
It's a barbarian.
Ah, touche. I should have known that. All right, yep.
Now it's going to bring us to Brian. Watching your friends just get swiped at by these statues and this giant skeleton creature approaching as well.
Lucas,
What are you going to do?
You got this, Brian. And he flies down towards his Minotaur friend. Kind of like trying to stay like near the top of him. He kind of pulls from his side a small vial as he puts like a line of white powder on his finger. He says, "Sniff this."
Oh dear God.
as he
It better not be drugs, okay.
as he does it to his Minotaur friend right in front of him, just smears it on there. You have heroism now, so you're immune to fear. And at the start of each of your turn, you'll gain temporary 5 hit points.
Oh my God. He's like gave him a bump of coke. Like, here you go, man. I know that hurt really bad, but you'll feel fine after this.
I mean, it
Is
makes
this where you're getting all that pep?
That's why my sharpshooter's been hitting lately.
God.
Do I still have enough movement to go like 5 feet back in the air from that?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna bump up as much as he can after getting him a hit of coat.
Jesus. Is that your full turn?
That's my turn. Actually, no, metal.
You got
Defender
your-
got a turn,
Yeah, your
so
defender.
everyone's been hitting this undead thing instead, right?
I mean, everything's actually taken just about the same, almost the exact same damage each of these is taken at this point.
It's I'm gonna have the metal defender hit the undead, I guess.
All right, roll a hit.
12.
12 does not connect.
Okay, that's his turn. It's gonna roar loudly.
Brings us back to Jorman.
Be blinded. Is this thing still able to make an opportunity attack?
It's not going to be able to do that for you.
All
It
right,
has disadvantage on its attacks right now, but
perfect. All right, he's going to run off here towards Milo. Right here. And he's going to cast Sanctuary
Smart.
on the owl bear
No.
so it can get healed up a little bit with healing spell there without being directly attacked right away. Which I'm gonna put this up just so you know, Karquin, what it does. So you can kind of work off of that. Then bonus action. I'm going to use up my last spell slot for my bonus action, putting a Shield of Faith on our Minotaur. All
alright, raises his AC by 2.
Yeah. So it's right on. It's on the chat
Cast
screen.
on your
It's
owlbear.
on your whole owlbear, but the description's on the chat screen, so you know what it does. So basically, what happens is, if your owlbear gets attacked, they have to make a Wisdom saving throw. On failure, it's going to attack something else. More than likely, Brian's little thingamajig over here. If it fails,
Yeah, he's trying
it
to
can
save the
still be
owlbear.
attacked by AOE effects. But basically, your owlbear sanctuary so it can get healed, which is the hope. That's the hope. But if it attacks or does anything, it's going to break the sanctuary. So you can't attack with it or cast spells or anything, or it'll break the sanctuary. So basically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to heal it before it gets attacked, like attacked again. Basically, you can still move your owlbear. Like you can move them both together and get them out of the way or whatever you want to do. But as long as you don't attack or cast a spell, or if it doesn't get hit, it's going to stay on.
I would just keep the owl bear there, to be honest.
That's fine. I'm just letting you know your options.
Alright, if that's Jorman's turn, it's going to bring us to Semizar, still standing there in the hallway leading into this room with his crossbow ready. What would you like to do?
And that is a 1
Semazar
minute.
He aims up and fires Brian in the back.
That one again. Nice knowing you, buddy.
Semazar is going to realize that he doesn't necessarily need to be in the shadows to do a sneak attack, and he'll fire on the frost giant skeleton.
Oh, there you go, nat 20.
A little better than that nat
20.
1.
Nat 20. So that is going to be the absolute max damage you're going to do with your sneak attack. So that's 12 plus another 12. Yep. So that's 24 damage on top of what you would roll. So let's get that damage out there.
That's a DA plus 4, right?
Yeah, it's a D8 plus 4, and then 2d6 on top of it.
5 plus 4, 9.
All right. Plus the 2d6.
2d6. So what, 24 plus 14 for 38?
Mm-hmm. And as that crossbow bolt flies out, it's going to hit this frost giant skeleton right in between the eyes, and the skull is going to crack. You hear a terrible screech ring out through the hall, echoing and he's still standing, but you can tell you're
He's-
starting to really hurt this creature in front of you.
And then Samazaro will let out a shout. You guys, I think we can do this, but if we can't, it's been an honor serving with you all. And then he'll end his turn.
You should be like, I hit it. I hit it.
I know, right? I might be down next turn, but thanks.
Mr. Shuffler, please don't say that. I feel like English constantly. I'm
All right, retaliation time.
Alrighty.
Die.
So this blinded skeleton creature in front of you, after letting out that horrible screech, is going to try and swing on the owlbear, but it has to make a wisdom save. What's the DC on that?
I believe 14.
Well, he rolled a 5, so he's going to have to try and swing on the steel defender instead.
Okay.
Which
It's going to
he
be a
can deflect, right?
23 to hit.
Let me see
Can he-
here.
That's at disadvantage being blinded, right?
Oh, wait. 23 to hit still.
Yeah.
This thing is rolling hot.
Mechanic
Yeah.
pose double disadvantage. Shall I take it, or it takes it?
Yeah, that is going to be 23 points of damage.
Poof. There goes the owlbear shield. You still have sanctuary up, Karquin. Just
Wait,
so
was
you know.
that the owlbear or my machine?
That was
Your
your
machine just took 23 points of damage.
Barely standing. It gets smashed to bits. Parts of it's flying, but it stands up, eyeing down the creek.
Awesome. I love it. And as that axe connects with your creature, it's going to bring us to Milos, still facing this giant stone statue.
So I heal 5 health from the heroism, yeah.
Yes, the
Okay,
cocaine
I
heals you
already-
for 5 health.
I already alright, done that.
What do you do?
I guess I'll just attack the giant stone statue again, so that is...
You gain 5 temporary hit points on the start of your turn.
Yeah, that's what I just did, don't worry.
Did you want to repeat?
It's plus 8.
Did I get something?
10, fuck. I'm gonna use my luck. I'm gonna use my luck roll. My luck roll. What the fuck? That is so dumb. Okay, well, I guess I'll use my bonus action for my wild surge spell and hit the skeleton again. So
Right,
DC 15 Constitution.
With a 12, you will connect again. Give me that d6 of damage. As the skeleton
D6.
continues to just be blinded.
It is just a D6, nothing else, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
for
6
the
again.
max. 6 points
Okay.
of damage. That blast from your chest, that little Iron Man like chest bump, just just
Yeah.
without a quick blast of light, you can tell that skeleton is blinded yet again. If that's the end of your turn, it's going to bring us back to Karkarin.
Destroys, just make sure that you add to your temp HP and not actually heal yourself.
Okay, where's the temp HP?
It's
It's
like
to the right
next
of
to
your
it.
HP, I believe.
Oh,
You
I
just
see
click
it,
it. Yeah, because like your health's still gonna be the same, but basically that temp HP is like a shield or like a buffer.
Yeah, it's like an energy
buff.
buffer.
Yeah, so you'll use that temp before you go down on your actual hit
You ever
points.
play Halo? It's kind of like that.
Yeah, like the shield, right?
Witch Bolt continuing to be connected to this the skeleton creature. Another 8 points of damage is going to channel through. It's still standing, but it's starting to wobble. Yeah, get it.
Does it heal everybody within 5 feet? Okay.
No, that is 2d6.
Yep. You just rolled one.
Yeah, you rolled both ones. That's bad. Your elbow
Sometimes it
The
comes
wounds
down
on your
to-
owlbear start to heal, but they're very deep. All right. I'm gonna roll for those claw swings as Sanctuary fades from your owlbear. With a 24 to hit, your owlbear is going to claw into this stone statue for another 13 points of damage as it starts to break and crack. But it's still standing. Which brings us to the stone soldiers themselves. Now, bringing down their weapons. It's going to be first to swing towards the owlbear. For a 12 to hit, it's going to miss. With a second swing, a 16 is going to deal 9 points of damage as the owlbear collapses to the ground unconscious.
I'm gonna use. Can I use my? I think it's too late. I didn't. Say it.
Well, you want to use your reaction to try and impose disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. That second swing would have been a nat 20 if you hadn't done disadvantage. So the owlbear is not slaughtered and like completely destroyed. It is just unconscious as it was hit very hard. The one to the south is going to swing its greatsword twice to Milos with a 24 to hit and a 10. The first one is going to deal 11 points of damage.
Do I take off the temp and then normal, or just my normal?
Temp and then normal.
Okay, so what was it, 10 or 11?
This is actually. Hold on, let me make sure I get this right.
Oh yeah, it gets halved. Yeah.
Yeah. So half. Remember, just half even
Yeah.
with the temp, right?
Yeah, it still works. It's fine. But yeah, you're gonna only take a. I'm gonna give you the 10 points of damage.
10. Okay.
That's it. Half correct.
Yeah, because it would have been 21.
Gotcha.
Alright, so and then take 10. Oh, I'm down to 14. Yikes. Okay.
It's gonna bring us to Brian, sitting in the middle of all this, watching the owlbear collapse.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Brian's gonna have to make the tough decision and not heal the owlbear. He's instead gonna fly it back up 30 feet and aim towards the undead ball of nasty giantness. And he's debating, does he want to use sharpshooter or not? He's gonna say YOLO and try to finish this thing off with a sharpshooter.
All right, go for it.
Come on. Big money. 15 to hit.
That is just barely going to hit.
Yes.
Give me the damage on your crossbow.
22 piercing damage.
Come on.
My friend,
Yes.
that is the DTD.
So as he aims, he wants to aim for under its rib cage, right where that arm is, and just completely fold this thing in half and just have it splatter against the chest and make all the bones fall across the wall.
All right, there's a bone explosion. That's what I say to my girlfriend. Moving forward from that joke, it's an 18 plus stream. People have to agree that they're okay with mature content. It's fine.
And the mechanical thing will kind of actually jump between the owlbear and the metal monster and just start wailing on this thing, trying to defend.
All right,
buddy.
Roll to hit, my friend.
Let's see here. 24 to hit.
That's connecting.
I love sharpshooter guys.
Once you get that like specialty where you have a +7 anyway, like whatever, man, just throw it.
Okay, so that's 4 plus my proficiency, which is 2, so that's 6 damage.
And that is exactly enough for the DTD.
So after Brian smurfing on these kids, first of all, so after he destroys the one, the dragon, like just saying his buddy dies, he's gonna like kind of jump between them and just go to bite and ravage this thing, trying to tear off its legs, and afterwards just climb on top of it, just start mawing it. And that is my turn.
All right. That brings us to Jorman facing the last stone statue. What do you want to do, my friend?
Well, I'm gonna do all I can really do. Just gotta Ooh. That's probably a miss, eh? 12.
That is going to miss.
That's all I got.
All right. And as you swing and miss, it's going to bring us to Semizar. Semi, you watched this bone creature just explode all over the place. Like some sort of pornography. And then the stone creature crumble. How would you like to deal with this last statue in front of you?
Semazar's going to, well, out of character, can I ask something real quick?
Of course, my dude. It's your turn. It's not a problem.
Does stealth give advantage on attacks?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. Well, Semazar's going to remain silent and he's going to take very careful aim at the last stone statue and let loose a crossbow bolt.
Jorman, you rolling for your friend?
Yep. That's just the 1d6 or the 1d8 or the d20 plus 6, right?
First crossbow, I believe so. What'd you roll, my friend? I'm not looking. It's a 13?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is not going to connect.
Semazar's gonna let out a swear underneath his breath and stomp his foot. And he'll pass his turn.
It's going to bring us to Milos.
Okay, how beat up does it look?
It's cracking. The stone is starting to break apart.
Okay, I'll just obviously just attack it anyway. D20.
Another 5 temporary hit points.
Right, there we go.
That is going to connect.
D12. Is it +4, +6? I forgot. I need to double check.
I believe this is a plus. It's like
It's
a
+6, yeah.
Great X +2.
Yeah, 1d12 plus 6.
Oh, yeah, because you already rolled. Okay, yeah. D12 plus 6. How much damage is that?
15.
15 points of damage. This creature, the statue in front of you, starts to crack even more. It's barely standing.
Bonus action, radiant damage again from the Wild Surge.
Oh, yep. Blast it with that. It's a wisdom save, right?
Constitution, I think it
Con save,
was.
that's the other thing that was the wisdom save. That is a nat 1. Hit me with a damage.
2.
2 points of damage.
Is that
That
enough?
light, no, unfortunately, it's not. It's barely standing. That light is emanating from the cracks in its body as it blasts in through the hole in its chest. But it's still standing. As we go to Karkarin.
Add your 5 temp hit points, buddy.
Yes.
I don't believe it does. It's not like Hex. Let me read over the spell.
It doesn't. It's like one target bombing. Not your bugbear.
Made you a new token for your bear.
I'd say.
Seven.
Aren't you gonna heal Milo?
Yeah, it heals both of them, right? They're both on 5 feet. Okay.
You could just heal Milo with that again. I'm good. Unless
Jordan's
that's really
not
what you
scared.
want to do. He's way more fucked than me.
Yeah. Right, there you go. Back up to 28. Hopefully this thing will not kill me. Hopefully this thing will not kill me.
You got your temp added as
Yeah,
well?
I added the temp. Yeah.
As I'm healing up, this shaking
Just stumble over
statue
with that.
brings that sword down, trying to strike at Milos.
Reaction
For
protection.
26
This reaction
hit.
protection.
All right. What is that? It's the disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage. Yep.
I always forget which one it was, if it's you or the machine or whatever. But
And
that's
he's
going to bring
still-
it down to a 12 to hit.
Okay, good. That one misses.
As it misses, it's going to bring us to his second swing. A 15 to hit is also going to miss. And as this statue is swinging at our friend Milos here, Brian, what are you going to do?
Brian will shoot at it, I guess. Is the bugbear still unconscious?
Yes, it is.
He has another rat at least. He's just gonna fire at it where he is. He's not gonna use sharpshooter this time. I repeat, not.
Not doing it.
Shoulda, but
And you are going to connect, my friend.
13 piercing damage.
And that is the DTD.
Finally.
He just goes for a simple shot right at its core.
There you go. Our combat is over. The pile of bones sits there. The statues have crumbled. You see that chest still on the other side of the room. And you're all going to level up to level 5.
Level 5. Really,
This
what was
is
the...
where we're planning on ending it, is this room, basically. If anything, we're going to walk back to the pit that we started at tonight. But this is where we're going to cut it.
He's gonna tell everyone to wait a second and let him cast detect magic if they let him after he kind of flies down on the ground.
And you're allowed to use your detect magic. You can tell there's something in this chest, but you also sense something on the skeleton remains.
He's keeping and searching the skeletal remains, I guess.
Now, going over the skeleton, you're going to find a belt of Frost Giant strength.
Wait, what? Let me look at that shit real quick.
It automatically raises whoever's wearing it. It raises their strength to 23.
Boy, you better give me that shit.
Okay, he just kind of puts it on his shoulder right now, and he wants to look at the chest. See if this. He kind of actually he waves his hand for Mister Shortfoot to come forward as well to help him look at his chest.
Before Semazar comes forward to look at the chest, he takes Jorman aside real quick and whispers in his ear. Jorman, these fellows have proven more than worthy. I think we should perhaps keep them alive for later use. I don't know what you think. Remember the one goal.
We'll see, little one. We'll see.
Since Brian is like sitting there watching him, like and waved at him as he like started whispering, can I roll a perception check?
Bro, you're like 60 feet away, bro.
I don't know. Maybe you have really good hearing.
I'll let you notice that they talked again, but you couldn't pick up what they're hearing.
Okay.
Now, going over this chest, there's no traps or runes. It's
I can
large
hear
and black
people
and
almost
bound with
100
leather.
feet away.
Okay.
You can tell there's something magic inside of it.
Does it need a key?
It does not.
Okay, he'll go and open it if there's no traps or anything.
As you open it, you see a few items laid out: a ring, a short sword, and what looks like an animal horn turned into a blowing horn. You know, like a trumpet style, like the classic
I can use
Viking horn.
Okay, so he's gonna.
You also
Okay.
see a circlet, like a golden circlet. You know, the little like metal headband.
So, he's got detect magic going on. Does he see? Does any of those seem like it may be harmful to him if he touches from the school of magic?
No, none of them seem dangerous. The sword does seem a little dangerous.
Okay, so he's gonna spend extra care picking that out, and he's gonna lay everything. He's gonna put a cloth on the floor and lay everything out. How many items is it total?
There's 4 items. You see a golden circlet, a silver ring, a black bladed sword, and the animal horn
So
with obsidian trimming.
Gotcha. So he's gonna explain to the party. He's gonna need some time to identify all this, so he can explain what they do. He spent 10 minutes on each item, identifying them and saying.
So you guys can fight over these. We have first the circlet of blasting.
Circle of blasting.
Then we have the sword, which is known as the 9 Lives Stealer.
Oh, is it a rapier, a longsword, greatsword?
It is a short sword. It can be any sword, but it's specifically the 9 Lives Stealer.
Okay.
The ring is a ring of Djinn summoning. The genie jinns.
Ring of how to spell Jin? How to spell that?
DJI
Okay, I found it.
NNI. Ring of Djinn summoning.
what's
And the horn of Valhalla. It's a silver horn of Valhalla.
silver? Okay.
Oh, can I take that horn because I'm proficient in horns?
He's gonna look at it all. Just give me a second to read these guys.
Yeah, got one.
A horn like a weapon.
It's a wondrous item.
No. I'm proficient in the tool horn, like the music horn.
Oh,
which
really?
is- Yeah.
Oh, cool. I thought you meant like weapon wise.
No. Yeah. I did Outlander and chose horn just randomly, so it's just.
It just happens to work out.
Yeah.
Wait, in the
Now, this short sword is pretty intense. I think it's pretty cool personally.
she's under 20 feet.
Yeah, that horn.
The
that
Ring of
horn's
Jin
for you
summoning.
for sure, dude.
D&D. Wait, up right. Give me 1 second.
It's up to you guys how you want to divvy these items out. I'm not here to tell you. I would give them to certain people, but at the same time, you guys found this loot. It's up to you how you want to.
I can tell you what the horn of Valhalla does because I searched it up.
Brian,
It's pretty nice. I
That's
can
for
link you
you.
guys the
That's
stuff
for
if
you,
you want me
dude.
to. Also,
Brian puts down the first. He puts down the Velvet Frost Giant Strength. This will give you strength beyond imagine. Strength of a giant, specifically of frost. It will bolster its wearer beyond belief. I think it would be beneficial if I had to say on either our barbarian here or our paladin.
now
Correct me if I'm wrong.
whichever I expected this, but whichever one of them gets this belt, I'm going to allow you to one hand your two-handed weapons.
Ooh.
That's mine, bro.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, take it.
Okay.
That horn's made for you, dude. I like reading it.
The horn.
I
of
know,
Valhalla,
I've read it as well.
The silver horn, where
you
two d4 plus two berserkers for an hour,
Let me look up Berserkers 5e.
but it doesn't work again for 7 days.
Wait, how do I search up a berserker then? Because I don't even know what it does.
He pulls out the.
There's a berserker stat sheet, so I'll link it to you, or I'll roll for them at the time. Like I'll let you choose where they
Okay.
go and tell you what you can do.
The
Right.
horn of Valhalla. It will give the user the ability to summon warriors straight from the ethereal plane that will aid you and fight for you. It is a very strong item. Who wishes for it?
Wait, what?
He basically explains what it is and says who.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
So are you taking it then, or?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, so he's
I'll take
moving
that.
Okay. Let's see here.
I added it to your inventory now, and I will attune you
No,
to
I
it.
just added it.
Oh, you got it. Okay, cool.
Sharman's gonna tell Brian to come put it in his bag.
So do you say I need to tune to it because it doesn't say I need to at the
I
bottom
thought that
here?
you might, because a lot of these wondrous items you do, but you don't.
Okay.
My mistake.
Now, this is a beautiful ring for a beautiful lady. He hands the ring.
All right, you get the legendary Ring of Jin Summoning. While wearing this ring, you can speak a command word. You can choose the command word, but I expect you to say it every time you do it. To summon an air elemental Jin. It appears anywhere within 120 feet of you, remains as long as you concentrate for up to an hour, and can return to its home plane. So it's like holding on to Witch Bolt. Like you have to concentrate on keeping this Jin out, but it will be friendly to you and your companions and do anything you ask it to do.
And then that leaves this finely built sword for I then. And thank you, fellows. I wouldn't have gotten this far without y'all, truly. Let's see if we can discern. I assume these are the statues. The only question is, how do we move them? He kind of looks at both.
Who gets the circlet?
Oh, there was
Well,
first
there's a circlet. There's a circlet, and there's the short sword. Who's holding onto the short sword?
They didn't-
Brian is. He wants to. The circlet of blasting.
Do you know what the 9 life stealer does?
Yes.
It's pretty good.
I have no need of this.
Samus
it
will fight him
lets you
for
s-
it.
It's pretty cool. The scorching ray. It lets you cast the spell. It would allow me to do more damage from a range, but if someone else wants it, you can take it. I do not need it.
So once a day, you get scorching ray for free.
If anyone wants to claim it, he'll give it to them, but if not, he'll keep it himself. It's up to him.
Samazar speaks up. Well, I could use a little bit of variety in my attacks, so I guess I'll take the circlet.
Okay, so Brian kind of just spins it in his fingers and flings it across the room towards him.
I like that. Yeah, like a little gold circlet underneath your rogue hood.
Okay. I think I have to unequip something to use this.
Oh yeah, how many things are you allowed equipped?
You can only have 3, so I need to
3.
figure out what I want to keep. Ring of protection, bye bye. 9 lives rapier is hello.
I'm gonna link Brain. I'm gonna link you the.
You can only have 3 things equipped at once?
Magical, if it requires attunement.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna link or druid that. We're supposed to recover these statues though, right? Was the statues the things that
No.
we acted?
No, you're looking for the 6-inch obsidian statue, and it is nowhere to be found in this room.
Oh, just so I know, I've been doing this right the whole time. Just the proficiency it get added onto the hit, like where it says +9, +7. Does it instantly get added onto that?
It's already added. Yeah, you don't have to worry about doing it. D&D Beyond tries to make it as simple as possible for you.
It has like limited use. That's kind of unfortunate, but it's still pretty cool.
And Borf, would you be so kind as to add the circlet to my inventory?
I got you, my guy.
Oh, wait, just no. Oh, finally, I get the extra attack for being a barbarian, level 5. Attack twice.
Yep, everybody, don't forget to level up. And we will be able to continue this perhaps even next week.
In the
Longest one shot I ever been a part of.
Yeah, the one shot that turned into like the 5 sessions. Sorry, I made the dungeon too big, and you guys are actually interested in playing it, so I'm not going to stop it.
And I actually need to play every time, not fall asleep.
Summoning items were really summoning in general was like really strong. So the idea that we got 2 of those was like crazy.
Yeah, you guys are pretty set up right now. You got your owlbear friend. We're gonna roll me a medicine check to see if you can keep her from passing. I'm gonna start rolling my d20s.
She forgot. She forgot.
Wait, can't you just move the healing spirit up to heal it?
Before we leave, Jorman walks up to the owl bear and stick his hand in the bag.
Yeah, the nat 20 medicine. I rolled 3 d20s, and without that nat 20, you were not gonna save your owlbear. But you were able to do it.
So what I didn't say is I put sovereign glue on that little circlet, so after it sits there a minute, it's just gonna be stuck there permanently. No, I'm kidding.
His head.
I mean, I only can think of like troll ways to use it, honestly.
Well, that was fun, guys. I appreciate you all coming and playing again. Well, I was gonna say, you guys can walk back to that pit that you were at originally. And on the way, you guys can hit that energy healing thing. I'm gonna move y'all. Hold on, stop moving. No, damn it.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised I last hit everything in the room.
That was a good combat.
We did really good with beefing up our barbarian friend too, because just keeping him alive and taking it is smart.
What I got the token for your genie when you finally do summon him. Remember, you're only gonna get him once for an hour.
Is it concentration to summon him or no?
It is concentration, so she can't cast other spells while he's out.
If she breaks concentration, does it disappear or she loses control of it?
He disappears until the ring regains its charge and she can summon him again.
Okay.
There you go. Exactly.
Right,
And you still have an owlbear. Yeah, and a Jin is a challenge level 11 creature.
Well, I'm going in melee from now on. I feel like.
Wait, real quick. I've been reading this Horn of Valhalla. Do I even need to be proficient in the Horn, or does it just get used the same whether you're proficient or not?
No, in my campaign, you have to be proficient with it, or else it might backfire.
Okay. Well, good thing I did that then. Yay! Because I was reading it then, it didn't say anything, but thank God for that then. Right.
All right. Well, you all know how to level up your characters. I hope you enjoy doing that. And next time we play, it'll probably be next Tuesday around the same time, honestly. So we might even be able to start earlier depending on what's available next Tuesday. I think we're doing Sword Coast Legends, so that might be conflicting time wise. We might do it earlier in the day. I'm gonna start messaging people after this and after I eat my dinner. So I'll be back.
You do it.
Well, I'm planning on doing more after this, and I am currently doing a couple things. So, there will be more games posted in the chats pretty soon.
How much earlier would it be?
How much what?
How much earlier would it be if you did it earlier, like you were just saying?
How much what would it be?
Right. You said we might do it earlier in the day. How
It might be like because Sword Coast Legends I think happens a little bit later on Mondays. King, you know what time we're supposed to start, right? Around like 7, 8.
Yeah.
I think it is 7 p.m. Eastern, so that would be like 4 for you or something like that.
Okay, so 4 o'clock for me.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
Because
so
they're all Eastern.
we could do it later on Tuesday again, so about the
So
same
it's
time
like
as this week.
Like 6 or 7 usually. It all depends when God gets back from work.
Yeah. So okay.
So
yeah.
we usually
that
try
actually
for
worked out just like it would this
6
week.
p.m. Eastern. We usually try for 6 p.m. Eastern, but
But
we don't
yeah,
know
no,
for
that
sure.
works out basically just how it would this week. It'll be around like 7 to 8 p.m. my time next Tuesday.
Right.
So 7 or 8 p.m. PST, just the same as this week. We're gonna try and plan for that and see if you guys can find the other side of this dungeon. Because remember, there was that other large hall on the left side of the previous map that headed downstairs, and you guys just jump down that hole, so you don't know exactly where you're in here, but there's quite a little bit more to explore.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Wait,
I'll actually see that.
It's the Twitch real quick. Let me see.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go, guys. I'll be in chat a little bit later to kind of post about the times for next week. And if you have any questions about your character sheets or what's going on with your level up or anything, just hit me up. I might even end up making. You guys can just post in like the Borf Quest Isle of
Which
Calmon
was. Go on.
for anything referring to this campaign.
Right.
That'd be funny, a bunch of lagging clips.
Yeah, the Isle of Calmon one, the second one in the Dungeons and Dragons. That's we can just put the one shot wonders in that.
Oh my
For
god,
now.
you can cast plane shift?
All right,
Well,
guys.
thank you very much, Borf,
No,
and I
thank
really appreciate you DMing tonight.
Yeah, no, this is one of my favorite little campaigns that I've done so far. Just a simple dungeon crawl, but it's been a lot of fun. You guys all work together really well, and you're all interested in like trying to get the story underway. You know what I mean? Like everybody's interested in moving forward and working together, so that's really important. But anyway, I'm gonna go. You guys all have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, you too, buddy. Later.
Yeah, peace out.
It's gonna be broken. That's what that's gonna be. We're
I'm
all
trying
a
to.
little
I
broken
can use this
there.
action 2d4 plus 2. Is it. How many spirits is it?
You roll and then it determines. It says two. It's like 2d4. It says so. You'd roll two.
2d4 plus 2. Oh, does that. That's how many spirits. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like random based on what you roll. If I roll a nat 20, I can one shot about anyone. So that's kind of cool.
Well, I finally got my double attack instead of 1, so I can actually do 2 attacks now, finally. Ugh. Been waiting for that.
Yeah, it's a high level spell. It's like level 8 or it's like level 7. You can literally shift between planes. We could go to the nine hells right now if we wanted to. You know? Yeah, or we could go to the Feywild, or we could go to Mount Celestial or whatever. I forgot what it's called. We could literally go to any. We could go to the Shadowfell. We could go to any other plane of existence. Basically, pretty cool.
And y'all, I'm sorry to spring all the subterfuge on you guys tonight. It's just that when I created my character, I made his alignment neutral evil, so I didn't know how to work that into things.
No, you're good. You're good. I was waiting to get in the back. It's okay. It's a one shot.
Well, I wouldn't mind fighting it out with Jormund.
Brian is literally neutral good, and he just wants to help everybody. So, and he would be like the least to suspect. He's just shooting him in the back. To be fair.
I need to double check what I did. Description.
Oh. You decide it. It's up to you. Okay, there you go.
Wait, where is it again? Oh, it's that.
Yeah, and I appreciate you guys being patient with me. You know, I'm really new to D&D, so I'm just trying to figure things out as I go.
No, you did great, man.
Well, this is my
amazing.
this is my first game, so.
Y'all are both amazing, honestly. I love how you went like the wild magic barbarian. Such a fun.
Oh, I'm just surprised. Literally, I got the what was it, Radiant thing on the pit at the perfect time as well.
Start busting electricity out. It was fucking. It was really cool, man. My items glitching. It's not giving me my bonus, so I need to look into that. But no.
Well, I think I'm going to call it a night, but it was a pleasure playing with y'all, and I look forward to it again.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. But I want to say one